sorry. The music is probably very, very loud. Sorry about that. Let's actually change it to the music I want to stream with this. Hold on. I'm gonna do some moody, nice music. Let me raise the volume of my microphone a little bit. This should probably be better. Here we go. Oh, head pats. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little bit sniffly, so I might be making gross sounds. I'm gonna try to mute myself if I have to blow my nose, but I might have caught a cold. I'm gonna be working tomorrow because I slept for a long time today. I was at home, but I wanted to stream something, and I don't think I can do some actual game commentary streaming, so I wanted to do this cool little tabletop role-playing game that I've had on my bookshelf for a long time. It's called 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. It's like a single-player role-playing game, which is pretty cool. Hi, Ray. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Good. I'm doing a little bit better. I'm doing better. Thank you. I'll do good. Hold on. I'll do good. You love vampires? Me too. Me too. Vampires are so cool, man. I love vampires. But yeah, this 1,000-Year-Old Vampire is like a single-player role-playing game where you play as a vampire who ages. You play like through the years. I think I read the instructions for this a while back, but I never got around to playing it. Basically, you have an element of chance, and you keep a diary. So there's a link up here. Ooh, it's flying around. Hold on, what is that in the background? Is that the browser window? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I do have a browser up for it as well. So I have, this is a pre-made like sheet-ish kind of thing that was made by someone. I don't know who. But I have this, so I will be writing my journal in here. And basically, you start out as a vampire, and then some random events happen to you. I have the PDF and I have the physical copy of the book right here. I have it right here. But I'm not going to read in the book because that would be a little bit weird. But basically, you're supposed to keep a journal, and you can lose your journal, so you will lose memories, and you can gain skills over time. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I know a lot of people who are into the vampire community have played this. I haven't really, but yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a little try. So yeah, I'm going to start, and if I make gross noises, I apologize. I'm going to try to mute myself whenever I feel a cough or a sneeze or something coming on. I guess I should mute sneezes. Whatever happened to VTuber sneezes, by the way? I know there was like a VTuber who would clip sneezing. And I mean, I sneezed. I sneezed a lot last stream, so I don't know. They should have had a field day there. Okay, I'm going to read the instructions here. They're pretty long, but I don't think they're very complicated. 1,000-Year-Old Vampire is a lonely solo role-playing game in which you chronicle the unlife of a vampire over the many centuries of their existence, beginning with the loss of mortality and ending with their inevitable destruction. Sneeze compilation, I should have one of those. This vampire will surprise you as they do things that are unexpected, unpleasant, and sometimes tragic. Making gut-churning decisions, performing irreconcilable acts, and resolving difficult narrative threads are what this game is about, as you explore the vampire's human failings, villainous acts, and surprising victories. Game mechanics are simple and intuitive. Play progression semi-randomly through It's kind of hard to read when there's a red line going through all of it, but this is a very artsy book, by the way. Play progression Third attempt. Play progresses semi-randomly through the prompt section of this book. I need to practice my reading. The diary page is covering the screen. Ooh, oh, I'm sorry. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Answer prompts to learn about your vampire's wants and needs, to learn what challenges they face, and to chart their decline in the senescence? Build up a character record of memories, and then lose them to the inexorable crush of time. See everyone you've loved and hated grow old and die, then turn to dust. Oof. While playing this game, you will encounter themes of death, selfishness, and predation. Your character may be injured, victimized, trapped, or killed. Your character will murder and victimize people of all sorts, possibly including children, animals, loved ones, marginalized people, or themselves. You might find yourself exploring themes of imperialism, colonialism, or oppression. Characters might engage in self-harm or drug abuse, illness, debilitation, and body horror may come into play. Your character may have their memories altered. They will certainly forget important things. Yes, some of this will emerge from the prompts. Some will emerge from the choices you make as a player. This is a personal, challenging game for mature adults. Please play hard, but stay aware of yourself and your feelings. Some good thoughts about safety in solo games can be found in Appendix 3. What is needed to play? You will need a 10-sided die. Hold on, I have a bag of die here. Let me get it. Ooh. I think I should have dice for this. Ooh. A 10-sided die and a 6-sided die. If you lack dice, there are random number tables in Appendix 2, but I don't. I do have dice. So let's see here. Here's a 10-sided die, and let's see here. Oh, there's a lot of 10-sided dice in here. Do I have any 6-sided ones? Oh, I do. Here we go. I buy a lot of used role-playing games from this company called Mad Wizard Gaming, and they have a thing where they send you like 2 random dice every time you order something from them. And I'm like, I don't want these. I don't want more dice in my life. I don't have this addiction. I know some people have like a multitude of dice to them. I don't really like that. I like to have a small amount of them that I can kind of like instill with my own feelings and emotions. I told you about the orc player, right? The one who would like statistically figure out which dice were molded so that you got more 6s on them. Man, that guy, he really fires me up every time I think about him. Not in a good way. Okay, here we go. 10-sided die and 6-sided die. If you lack dice, blah, blah, blah. You will also need a way to record your vampire story. Paper and pencil is fine, though it is very convenient to use a word processing document or other digital text tool. In a quick game, you only need a few pieces of paper to maintain a character record, but in the journaling game, you might fill a whole diary. If you are brave or foolish, you can write in this book in the spaces provided. In the appendix, you will also find multiple multiplayer rules, safety tools, which lets you push yourself as hard as possible, alternate prompts, examples of play, and some context for the creation of the game itself. The vampire whose chronicle you will record in this game is represented by 5 different traits: memories, skills, resources, characters, and marks. Yeah, hi Charlie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're having a chill little role-playing stream. I'm trying to recover from this cold, which isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I was having this kind of pain under my jaw for a while, like in my lymph nodes, but it seems to be subsiding. I'm hopeful. Almost every time you receive a prompt, one of your traits will be modified. For instance, you may be instructed to check a skill. To do so, you place a check mark next to that skill. Alternately, that's how you say that. The prompt may cause you to lose a trait, which is indicated by striking it out with a line. Ensure that the lost trait stays readable, because you may refer back to it later, or even restore it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay, I think. All in all, I have tea, I have water, and I'm at home. I'm home from work, so I might as well stream a little bit. This is not going to be a very exciting stream, I think. Ensure that the lost trait stays readable, because you may refer back to it later, or even restore it. Some prompts will give even more dramatic instructions for changing your traits. At all times, follow the instructions given in the prompts. Memories and experiences. How are you doing, by the way, Charlie? You doing okay? Having a nice day? Memories and experiences are important moments that have shaped your vampire, crystallized in writing. They make up the core of the vampire's self, the things they know and care about. An experience is a particular event. A memory is an arc of experiences that are tied together by a subject or theme. Experiences cover a particular event, but the amount of time represented by that event might vary dramatically. An experience might describe a few seconds of impactful events, or it might cover 200 years of lurking in an old castle. Almost every prompt will create an experience, and experiences eventually combine with one another to become memories. But there is only so much your vampire can remember. To reflect this limitation, there is only a finite amount of space for memories on your record sheet. Old memories will be lost over the course of the game, making room for new ones. You will need to make difficult choices about which memories to preserve and which to forget. These hard decisions are the core of the game. I'll raise the volume a little bit more. I think music isn't super loud. In game terms, an experience is a single sentence that describes the resolution of a prompt. Memories are a collection of related experiences built up over time. Your vampire begins the game with space for 5 memories, each of which can contain up to 3 experiences. Although a prompt might ask several questions, an experience does not need to address all of them. So we have space for 5 memories, and each of them can have 3 experiences. Okay, that makes sense. 5 memories. Oops. An experience should be a single evocative sentence. An experience is the distillation of an event, a single sentence that combines what happened and why it matters to your vampire. Oh, the link is covering. Oh no, that's good. Hold on, let me get the link up. Why is it covered? That's strange. Where is it? Where's the link? Let me find it. Kuku. Ooh, I put it down there for some reason. Sorry, my bad. Let me get it. Oh, no, it's gone. Hold on. Let me erase the... I have so many sources. I should start color coding them. That's a really neat little feature you can do. So yeah, this is going to be a link to the sheet we're working on, because I'm going to open it up whenever I edit it. This is already filled in previously by a character, so none of this stuff in this character sheet right now will be... Actually, you know what? I can just delete stuff. Here we go. I will just clear this out. Also, by the way, I didn't realize, I was laying in bed watching Rick and Morty. I caught up. I watched all the seasons again. And season 7 didn't end on episode 5. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Thank you, third party. Season 7 did not end with episode 5, which is, I legitimately thought they were doing like a short season due to all the problems they've had with voice actors and stuff. But they didn't. They continued, which is kind of cool. So I haven't seen those episodes. I caught up to season 7, episode 5. Man, that episode hits a lot harder when you've just watched all the seasons very rapidly. Because I remember first time I watched season 7, I barely watched season 6 and all the previous seasons a long time ago, so it didn't really quite hit home as much as the new one did. Okay, we got the memories cleared up now. A good format for an experience is description of the event, how I feel, or what I did about it. If necessary, you can add an M- at the end to include more information. Be conscious of any traits affected by the prompts, such as characters or resources, and try to incorporate them. Write in the first person, from the vampire's point of view. One vampire might have the following experience. Stalking the deserts over lonely years, I watched generations of Christian knights waste themselves on the swords of the Saracens. It's a certainty that Charles is among them. I dream of his touch as I sleep beneath the burning sand. Memories are made up of experiences. A memory is a section of the record sheet that contains up to 3 experiences. Memories are not necessarily linear or chronological. If a new experience clearly belongs within an existing memory... Is it comfy? I'm glad. If a new experience clearly belongs within an existing memory, then you can add it to that memory. If not, record the experience in a new memory, which may require the forgetting of an earlier memory. A whole collection of other experiences. A memory is a container for experiences that are related in some ways. An experience must be placed within a memory as soon as it is created. Our earlier example might be expanded with a second experience like this. Stuck in the deserts of lonely years, I watched generations of Christian knights waste themselves on the sword of the Saracens. It's a certainty that Charles is among them. I dream of his touch as I sleep beneath the burning sand. I sift the bones of the dead, abandoned in the wastes. I do not find Charles, but I do uncover weaponry and treasures that I use to pay his debt in Haifa. Haifa? That's a city, right? A memory contains up to 3 experiences. Each memory should be defined by a theme, trait, or other subject that links its component experiences in an intelligible way. Whenever a new experience doesn't fit into an existing memory, place it in a new memory, assuming one is available. Your vampire is allowed 5 memories. Older memories are lost when new experiences occur, and you have no place to put them. If you have filled all 5 memories and need to start a new one, strike out an existing memory and all of the experiences it contains. Forgetting things is a fundamental aspect of the game, so embrace it. The decision about which memories are lost belongs to you as a player. It is not a decision that the vampire is consciously making. Unless instructed otherwise, you may strike out any memory you like to make room for a new experience. Ray, thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know why I didn't get an alert for that, but thank you so much for subbing. That's really kind of you. It worked. It worked? Huh? Thank you. Thank you for the sub. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Everyone should follow Ray Robinstein, by the way. He's a really cool vampire, and he made my model. Shout out Ray Robinstein. Bonk. This is the first time I was able to buy something on Twitch for like 12 months. Holy moly. What happened? Did they like block your account? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you. And also oh, you're already following? Of course, third party is based. I was actually thinking, Ray, since I'm wearing a weave, since I'm a cyborg. AFC Dark, you are good frogregation. Your PayPal refuses to work with it, but I used another method, mostly lurking though. I mean, that's fine. Lurking is good. Lurking is good. I was thinking, Ray, I should commission you for like different kinds of hairs. just I can change hairstyles. That would be kind of cool. I'm a robot after all. I can wear whatever hair I want. So I'll get in touch with you about that later when I have a little bit more money to my account. It sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Have like different anime character haircuts or stuff like that. Just playing around with it. It would be fun. Mohawk. I'm like Frankie in One Piece. I just push my nose and I get a different haircut. I love Frankie. You did give me a long hair toggle. You did. Let me see if I can. No. Okay, no. Oh, my head was big. I was just in the big head mode. Oh, there we go. Long hair. I'll wear long hair. There we go. Braided frog, mullet frog. Exactly. All kinds of frogs. I would have a Rock Lee mullet. That would be cool. A Rock Lee, what's it called? Thing. Okay. There is one way to preserve memories when you run out of space. Instead of losing an existing memory, you can move it into a diary. Bowl cut frog. That would be nice. So here's an example. With the remaining McAllen clan in tow, I flee into China. They confiscate our arms, but I am recognized as a gentleman and made guest of a powerful bureaucrat. Are you rigging just boobs? Ayo? Ray rigging those boobs. I can see you quickly caught on to the new Twitch meta. I don't know what's going on. Like I woke up to to Twitch becoming a porn site, I guess. Just a floating pair of boobs. It's very artistic. Are they female presenting boobs or male presenting boobs? This is important if you're on Tumblr. In the humid jungle climate, insects burrow into my body. I coat myself in poisons to stay their feeding. This fleshly shell horrifies me. I can ride for days in the shadow of a ferocious storm. The youngest daughter of the Minnels, an accomplished duelist, now seeks me here in Istanbul. It was a mistake to tell the family that Edel is buried here. Okay, so these are all kinds of different experiences. Very female. Each 300 bits will make them bigger. Oh my god. Doesn't apply to animated alternate reality avatars. Oh no. Well, I mean, would a pair of just free-floating boobs be even, like, considered an avatar? It was Alice's idea. Yeah, of course it was. She is a sociopathic murderer after all. Nude humans still get the banhammer. Of course they do. Because they don't bring in the big simp bucks. Like the actual nude VTubers. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Ray. I'm happy to hear you're having fun and doing stuff. Let's get on with it. Diary. A diary can hold up to 4 of your vampire's memories. Unlike memories themselves, diaries are physical objects that are added to your resource list. You may freely create a diary whenever you need to move a memory into it. Like any other resource, a diary can be lost. Yeah, you're not. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. You can chat around as much as you want to. Don't worry. Your vampire can have one diary at a time, and it must contain at least one memory. Yes, hi Dorian. Hello, I'm playing 1,000-year-old vampire. I've never played this before. I've had the book for a long time, but I never got around to even reading it. So I'm trying it out. A memory placed in the diary is no longer in the vampire's head. It exists only in the diary, and the vampire accepts whatever is written as truth. Once a memory has been transferred to a diary, you may not add any further experiences to that memory. How are you doing, Dorian, by the way? How you doing? To move a memory to your diary, simply indicate that the memory is now written in the diary. For example, you might write diary next to the memory or connected to the diary icon on the character sheet with a drawn arrow. Oh no, you lost your journal? Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. That really does suck a lot. I have an online sheet. It's linked up on the tiny URL up there. It has some stuff filled in on it already because I copied another player's stuff. But yeah, I would love to play it. It's less of a game and more of a writing exercise. That's cool. I do need to get back into writing. I used to write so much. I would write. I think when I was 19 or 20, this was pretty early on when I moved away from home. I had this old HDD, which had all of my old fan stuff on it. I made pixel art. I made fan comics. I made writing. A lot of fan fiction. Thank you, Dorian. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I've been sleeping for a long time. But I accidentally broke that hard drive when I moved it from one PC to another. I cut off one of the connectors, so I lost everything. So ever since then, I've not really been able to feel bad about losing stuff for very long. I kind of just lost. Like, I don't like taking photos, for example. I usually take photos after I've looked at something, or I take a photo very quickly and then I just take the phone away and just look at something. The game is unintentionally really funny. That's good to know. I don't like taking photos of memories because I feel like that's like, I think it lessens the memory a little bit because you don't devote any brain space to it. You go like, okay, I'll just take a photo of this and I can look at it later, but you never look at it later. And looking at a photo is not the same as like looking at the thing in real life. So I like to look at things in real life and just kind of take it in. When I was in Japan, I was doing that a lot, so I didn't take that many photos, to be honest, because I was like, yeah, I'm standing here on Fushimi Inari in the middle of the night looking out over Kyoto, and yeah, they steal your soul anyway. I think they both are good. It's like a personal thing. Yeah, filming an entire concert, I don't know. It's like you're looking at it as a form of content instead of looking at it as an experience. But that's just how I feel about it. The older you get, the harder it is to remember everything. Look, are you implying that I'm old? I used to have. I've always taken photos as a kid, though. I used to have one of those when cameras had reel or had like film, and those always turn out better than modern photos do. I don't know what's up with that. I think you just spent more time making sure the photo would come out well. This is a game about that exactly. Yeah, I love it. So when you create a diary, give it a short description and add it to the resource list. It might say something like diary, a sturdy leather-bound book. Oh, you have birds? Okay, well, that's very understandable. I mean, I look at photos of my cats all the time, so I can totally get that. Yeah, I totally get that. I show my cats to everyone. I'm a proud cat dad. A collection of pictogram adorned pots, a gold filigree signs bordering a frightening ritual mask. This is so cool. A password-protected forum on an archaic website. Skills. Describe the capabilities and characteristics of your vampire. They indicate what your vampire can do and what they might do. Swordplay, relaxing banter, operate heavy machinery. I do not blink the sand away, and I teach the Namisana are all acceptable skills. When instructed to record a new skill, you should relate it to the content of the prompt. What will it feel like for a vampire to use a skill tied to a memory that has been long lost? Some prompts will instruct you to check a skill. To do this, place a check mark next to that skill on your record sheet. Mechanically, this indicates that the skill has been used. Narratively, a checked skill gives you something to flavor your answer to later prompts. If unchecked skills are what your vampire is capable of, checked skills are what they have done. They are a part of your vampire's being. They are who the vampire is. Of course, it is entirely possible that your vampire might have skills that you do not want to check. Instead of fighting this, revel in the plight of your humane vampire when they go to help a friend out of a bureaucratic jam and find that the only skill they can check is rage and kill. You may only check a skill once. If you are instructed to lose a skill, strike it out. It is gone and no longer influences the way your vampire moves through the world. Oh, so you can't use a checked skill anymore. Wait, can you use them again? A checked skill gives you something to flavor your answer to later prompts. I see. We haven't settled on a name yet. We're just reading the instructions, so I haven't really settled on one yet. Resources are assets or structures that are useful to your vampire, or items that they value. Knightly equipage, a loyal impi, a diamond tiara, the castle Umbrecht, a business empire, a lucky penny, a screened-in charabanc, a Roman legion, the silvered key to the potentate's treasure vault, a carboy of acid, a box of tallow candles. All are acceptable and engaging resources. In the prompts, there will occasionally be references made to stationary resources. I'm going to raise the volume just a tad bit on my microphone. There we go. These are possessions that cannot be physically hauled away with the vampire when they leave the area. Examples might be a haunted cave, an elephant-sized statue of Set, a chandlery, a hidden pit house, or a hereditary title to a land. When a prompt instructs you to create a resource, be sure to create resources that are contextually appropriate, even if this leads to resources that aren't necessarily the most exciting or most useful. When a prompt causes your vampire to lose a resource, strike it out. Leave the entry legible, because lost things might come back in time. Let your available resources flavor how you write your experiences. Curry your horse, ply your whip, command your submarine. Let resources figure prominently when you are made to strike them out. Don't just lose your mansion, but burn it to the ground, or at least describe a fierce legal battle over the deed. Don't limit your vampire stuff to the resource. Oh, by the way, Ray, I don't know if you picked it up, but we named this little guy. We gave him a name. Do you want to guess what his name is? You want to guess what his name is? We're going to give him a mustache again. Hold on. We named him Raywin Ribbenstein. Sorry. Let's give him a little mustache. Call him Raywin Ribbenstein. Wait, let's make this little hand up a bit smaller. Oh, I can't make it smaller. Okay, there we go. There we go. That was third-party suggestion, I think. Got on at the big vamp, exactly. I've heard, though, that you can't turn yourself into a bat. Is this correct, Ray? Are you not able to transform into a bat? Kind of an L, if true. Don't limit your vampire stuff to the resources listed on the record sheet when answering prompts. Of course, your rich Flemish vampire will have a fencing foil if one is needed. It's just not a resource which can be spent to satisfy the mechanical needs of the game. If tools or homes or tombs are needed for narrative color, you may create them as needed. Just don't write them down. Characters are the people with whom your vampire has a relationship. Each character should be named and described in a sentence fragment, such as Lawrence Holmuller, a descendant of Baron Holmuller, or Sister Adelpho, a meddlesome nun. Ray the Frog. Raven Froggenstein. Ribbenstein. Sorry, not Froggenstein. Add more descriptors each time you interact with them in the course of resolving a prompt. Lawrence from the previous example might become Lawrence Holmuller, descendant of Baron Holmuller. I freed him from a Turkish prison. If it makes sense to include a character when resolving a prompt, do so even if the prompt doesn't tell you to include a character. In addition, create a new character if a prompt instructs you to include one, but none are available. A character can be mortal or immortal. You will be told which type when you are instructed to create a new character. Mortals are regular human beings or other creatures that die with the passage of time. Immortals, on the other hand, are supernatural beings for whom time has little meaning. They might be other vampires, angels, or demons. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. This is so cool. Or ghosts, scientific experiments gone wrong, forgotten deities, underground lurkers, meddlesome ancestors, invisible shamblers, softly spoken animated corpses, household gods or sprites, disembodied heads enduring cursed existences under bell jars, or anything else suitably bizarre. Occasionally you will realize that a mortal must have died of old age. Yeah, this is a Chuny fantasy, all right. It's cool. Look, I absolutely am a Chunibyo. I used to fantasize about having my own symbiote from the Marvel comics so I could, like, punish all the people I didn't like. I would have, like, these long... I would walk around my hometown and be like, yeah, and then this would happen, and then I would have these powers, and then I would do this. Like, I was such a Chuny. Occasionally you will realize that a mortal must have died of old age. This might happen every 4 or 5 prompts. When it does, strike out the character's name. Outside of this, characters cannot be killed unless a prompt tells you to do so, but you can otherwise narrate about them as you would like. Marks. A mark is a visible indication of your vampire's undying state, or any other thing that sets them apart from mortal people. An ever-bleeding wound on the throat, eyes that are blank and white, a trailing specter, a ferocious scar, a hollow abdomen full of rats. I'll carry all the rat VTubers with me. A mark is something your vampire carries for their entire existence. When creating a mark, consider whether your vampire conceals it and how. Example marks include a pair of great bat wings. I cut them off with a saw, but the stubs remain. Have you guys seen Midnight Mass, by the way? That is a very good series on Netflix. I can strongly recommend it if you're into vampires. My eyes are hypnotic, so I must wear smoked glasses. A dark halo I cover with a tall military hat. Under the moon, my shadow takes the shape of a jaguar. Animals fear me, children cry. All hail the Hypnotoad. Hypnofrog. I'll keep these eyes on for a while. I can become a wolf or a rat. I have hands with the fingers bent into backwards claws. I wear long sleeves to cover them from view. Ooh, what is that? Zonked? Nice emote. Zonked. What is a vampire? The vampire is the character you will follow through the narrative. How they manifest their vampiric nature is up to you, but 1,000-year-old vampire makes several assumptions. To get the best experience out of this game system, you are a vampire. Oh, Mori! He has 0 brain cells. That's cute. Head empty, no thought, that's big mood. Going into the 2020s, I just kind of made a promise to myself to be head empty, no thought. Because, like, the dumber you are, the less anxious you are, right? Aw, very, very cute, Borb. Very cute. Should prey on human beings for sustenance, should seek to camouflage themselves amongst those on which they feed, should have been a human once, and still have human needs in one sense or another. Should be susceptible to environmental dangers that regular mortals might not care about, such as sunlight. Should be practically mortal. Should be mostly a loner. The prompts in 1,000-year-old Vampire are not necessarily geared towards complex political machinations between factions of immortal beings. Yeah, ignorance is bliss, I agree. Start by imagining a person in the distant past. A Roman emperor, a Mesopotamian midwife, a French knight. This person will become your vampire. Imagine when and where they were born and who they were in life. Start a memory with one experience that encapsulates their history. For instance, I am Henry, son of John, born near the Loire Valley in the 13th century of our Lord. I am a poor knight swindled out of my inheritance. Okay, start a memory with one experience. Okay, we gotta settle on a name. Do we want to be a Swedish vampire? I'm pretty knowledgeable in Swedish history. I think Swedish would be cool. Kind of, what about the early 1500s? Or is that like too soon? I don't know how long this game plays. 1500s is like when Sweden actually started becoming Swedish. However, let me go to Wikipedia. I feel like you should go to Wikipedia for this and be like, okay, when did Sweden become Christian? It was like in the 1100s. Sweden. A funny thing about Sweden is that Sweden wasn't really a nation, or even had any nations up until like the 900s. We were very spread out, and there was a lot of like family and clans kind of for a long time. Like if you'd get a king in Sweden, his kingdom would mostly just last until he died. Then it would just become big households again. Let's go to history of Sweden. Let's see here. Viking period, Middle Ages. Okay, history of Sweden, 851. Well, Middle Ages, Christianization. Ansgar came from the Holy Roman Empire in the 800s. Oh, that was earlier than I thought. Ansgar made his first visit to Birka. Yeah, let's start in Birka. Birka is like one of the big trade settlements of like Viking Sweden. Let's start with that. Let's do a Viking. Birka, Island of Björka, Birch Island. It was like a trading station. They've actually found Turkish coins there. It's pretty close to where I grew up. I grew up on the Mälaröarna, which is like the islands in the Mälaren. So I was pretty close to Birka growing up. It flourished for more than 200 years, and it was abandoned in 975, around the same time that Sigtuna was founded as a Christian town. So, how about... he stayed until 831. He became Archbishop of Hamburg and Bremen. He returned to 850. Yeah. You know what? Let's start with that. Let's start around the 850. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look up Viking names. I know we could go like Runar or Björn or Freya or Leif, but I want to see if there's Gertrud. Gertrud, man. I think my great-grandma's name was Gertrud. No, it was Gudrun. Gudrun. Are we gonna be playing a guy or a girl, by the way? I don't mind playing either, but you know what? Let's roll a die. Let's roll a die. And if I get even, we'll play a guy. Gertrud. Yeah, Gertrud is a nice name. Gertrud. Gertrud in Swedish. My family lived on the Mälaröarna for a very long time. I did some like family history research, and that was your grandma's name. That's such a cool coincidence. Gertrude. Yeah, it's a very Germanic name, I think. But no, but my great grand aunt was named Gertrude. My great grandmother was named Gudrun, Gunhild. Okay, so if I roll even, we're gonna play as a guy. Uneven, we're gonna play as a girl. Oh, okay, that's a 6. So we're playing as a guy. Then we'll call him. Man, what are we gonna do? Bo, Ragnar, Tor, Erik, Magnus, Freya, Astrid, Leif, Ingrid, Odin. Odin is not a Viking name, a vampire name. Yeah, but it's going to be in the 850s in Sweden. So I don't know. We're going to give him a name. It might change over time. So let's give him a name. Let's call him Ragnar. No, Ragnar is such a weird name. Knut, Lambi, Mikkel, Odder, Njord, Cormac. Cormac, really? Is that a Viking name? Cormac. Now, there's no way that Cormac was an actual Viking name. Swedish word for kung. Let's call him Erik. Let's call him Erik. Erik Röd. Erik Stenhammer. Erik Stenhammer, so Stonehammer. Erik Stonehammer. Erik Stenhammer. And when was he born? Let's give him... Let's go... I mean, we're gonna have a date, but... Let's go with today's date. So he was born December 14th, 832. So he's going to be... Don't worry about it. Heard Cormac in some Viking-themed media. Oh, I just haven't... I've never heard that name being used. Like, I don't know much about Viking history. You'd be surprised. I don't really. Vikings never really interested me that much, to be honest. I'm much more interested in, like, post-15th century Sweden. Okay, Erik Stenhammar. So Stonehammer. And he's born December 14th, 832. So now we're going to make a memory with one experience. Wait, what? What just happened to the... I am Eric, illegitimate son of a Christian... What is it called? Illegitimate son, a Christian... missionary. That works, right? Illegitimate son of a Christian missionary. Raised by my mother. In Birka. Let's see. In Birka during the 9th century. I work as a... I am a... What's the word for dräng? Dräng in Swedish is like a farmhand. But I don't know if that's how you translate it. Farm worker. Yeah, but no. I am a day worker with a deep resentment for my father. And his faith for having abandoned my mother. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? I am Eric, illegitimate son of a Christian missionary raised by my mother in Birka during the 9th century. I am a day worker. So I'm unskilled, like I'm a laborer, maybe? I'm an unskilled laborer. I am an unskilled laborer. Labor day worker. Laborer with a deep resentment for my father and his faith for having abandoned my mother. Too much text. Hi Momo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just getting started. There's a link up to my character sheet up here if you want to look it up. But don't worry, I'm going to be reading most of what's going on. So this is the first experience. I'm Erik Stenhammar. I'm Eric, a legitimate son of Christian missionary raised by my mother in Birka during the 9th century. I am an unskilled laborer with a deep resentment for my father and his faith for having abandoned my mother. The first experience is a little different than most experiences in that it's a broad summary of the vampire's life before becoming an undead thing. This experience will be slotted into the character's record's first memory. Next, create at least 3 mortals and add them to the vampire's record sheet. Okay, I'm gonna go create mortals. What should my mom's name be? Huh? 4 prompts left? 5 prompts left. Let's see here. Okay, my mom's name should be Gertrud. My mother, Fisher, my mother, who raised me alone. She works at fixing fishing nets. What would that job be called? Sum it up in a caveman speak so I can understand what it means too. Now we're just making a vampire, and basically this guy, he's gonna age, right? And a lot of his memories are gonna go away. So this is like a writing exercise thing for creating like a story. It's a single-player role-playing game. My mother who raised me alone. Fisherman's daughter. Okay, hold on. These mortals will have a relationship with your vampire, relatives, friends, and lovers, enemies, mentors, debaters, debtors, or anything else appropriate for the time and place you have chosen. Describe each character in a few words. Know that these characters can and should be very important, but will not be around for long. Fisherman's daughter. Okay. Momo bonk Kuku on head. No, Momo. Don't be angry. Let's go with Freya. My childhood friend and crush, but married to the son of merchant. Oh no, did not die because of me. Hold on, 5 prompts left. And how about Torulf? My employer, who works me to the bone, knowing he's the only one who will hire me. There we go. Now we have 3 characters, 3 mortals. Thank you for the head pats. I can't weaponize my channel points. It doesn't have a bully redeem. Should I have a bully redeem? Also, don't rub my head too much. The wig is gonna fall off. I'm gonna go bald. Oh no! I went bald. My head. Let's turn off the hypnotoad eyes. Okay. The head pat. No bully. Okay, we have 3 mortals. And add them to the vampire striker sheet. These mortals. Ooh, how about we do one more actually? And that would be Ansgar. How do these prompt things work? What if I just copy this thing? Hold on. The leader of the Christian missionaries, I swore that if he came back, I would. This layout is a little bit weird. Sorry, actually, let me open up the. There we go. Is it too dark to read? I made it a little bit dark. I can make it brighter if you guys want. You can do it like this, brightness. Like this. Maybe that's easier to read. Maybe the Christian missionaries. I swore that if he came back, I would force him to reveal who my father is and kill him. Like, not kill Ansgar, but kill my father. Okay, it looks fine to you. So now we have Gertrude, Freya, Torulf, and Ansgar. We have 4 characters. I want to do this. I dislike strongly. I really dislike this one. The justify. I hate the justify thing. Let's just go like that. Justify that kind of evens a row out with text is very hard to work with. I don't like it. Okay, we don't have any immortals yet, but we're gonna ignore these. Hold on. Only one who will hire me. Let's lower this prompt to here. Ansgar, come on, man. How? Okay. What if we do this? It's the only one who will hire me. Why is it? This is so dumb. Okay. Okay, there we go. Describe each character in a few words. Give your vampire to be 3 skills fitting for their lot in life and 3 resources they obtain while still mortal. I'm just going to read this in the creation stuff. I'll keep the character sheet up. Still more. Remember, resources can be almost anything. Big or small, a resource is a resource, whether it's an obsidian knife or a fleet of warships. Okay, so we're going to do 3 skills. So the skills are going to be weaving, Oh no, actually, cobbling? Is that when you fix chairs? I mean, shoes? But that's a complicated profession. How about skills I would have? How about literacy? How about literacy? I learned to read the Bible that my father left behind. Tongue whip? No, I don't know what that means. Literacy, as a frog. Oh, this character is not a frog. He's just a plain old human. He's just a plain old human for now. Literacy, he learned to read because his mother was taught to read by this Christian missionary before he left. So he was taught how to read. They only had the Bible, of course. Literacy, you gotta go whip them with my tongue. I'm not gonna whip them with my tongue. That's weird. I only whip people I like with my tongue. Okay, literacy, let's just go with weaving. He learned to weave from his mother. I don't know what that's called when you're fixing a fishing net. Fixing a fishing net word. What do you call someone who makes fishing nets? Tying nets. Called hanging nets. Dragnet trawl. What's it called when you fish with a net? It's net mending. Let's just go with weaving for now. And we'll weaver's, tailor's daughter. Okay, yeah, she's a tailor's daughter. So let's go with weaving, and 3 skills. I mean, he's a day laborer. Like he does like simple jobs. What kind of other skill would he have? Fishing net maker, obviously. You're right. He knows how to read. 3 resources to obtain one. Fist fighting. Let's go with fist fighting. This guy is an angry guy. He's angry. Tending to plants? Maybe. Yeah, you know, I think maybe that's better. Herbalism. No, not gardening, but like tending to plants. It's called tending to plants. You're right. It's a fister. Botanist. Maybe, yeah, but he's not very knowledgeable about like herbs in general. He just kind of knows how to take care of plants and harvesting and stuff like that. You know what a plant tender is. Okay, let's go with those 3 skills. And resources. A silver cross on a necklace. A steel knife. And yeah, gardener would be more taking care of plants, I guess. I guess he's a gardener. It feels weird to have a gardener in a Viking. Yeah, let's go with gardener in a Viking town, but we'll call him that. Silver cross and necklace, a steel knife. Yeah, I know. But Birka is like a trade center sort of a thing. Although maybe he didn't live on Birka. Maybe they lived on one of the islands. Yeah, I know. But, let me see here. Steel knife, a silver cross and necklace. It's okay. I appreciate it. I actually don't know too much about the Viking time. I don't know too much, but it's from the area where I grew up. It's kind of... There was a lot of farming on those islands, actually. It's very fertile soil, so there's still a lot of farms there. How about a Bible? I mean, that's got to be valuable. The 800s. It's a nerd. Nerd. Okay, we got 3 resources. 3 or more experiences, with 1 experience each being entered into a separate memory. Each of these experiences should combine 2 of your vampire's traits. If your vampire has the longship, Bokusuden has as a resource, and the character Gundar, I can draw like a father to me. You might write an experience like Gundar takes me on my first voyage aboard a longship. Okay, so we're making experiences here. Let's see. She's married to the son of Torulf, obviously. Obviously. They're like asshole pirates. It says the space pirates. I don't much care for Vikings, to be honest, but okay. We're getting rid of this description because this character does not exist. So let's go with X. X, okay. X. So I have 3 skills. Okay, so create 3 more experiences, with 1 experience each being entered into a separate memory. Each of these experiences should combine 2 of your vampire's traits. My mother, let me see here. My mother taught me sewing and weaving at a young age. My mother taught me reading with the Bible my father left her. Those things are expensive. It might be Binding of Isaac, I'm not sure. I'm on a playlist. Let me look it up. It's called Vampire Dark Romance Piano. It could be. I'm not sure. It kind of does sound like Binding of Isaac, doesn't it? It's a good. I'll post a link to the playlist. Hold on. It does sound like a Binding of Isaac song, doesn't it? Okay, we go to the book. My mother taught me reading and with the Bible my father left her. I despise this religion. I despise Christianity. I despise the religion for it. This religion for it. My employer knows. God is gonna smite you? Nah, it's not gonna happen. My employer knows that I love Torulf. Torulf knows that I despite this religion for it. But it has proven useful when helping my employer. Torulf knows that I am in love with his daughter in love. But since I can read, I'm too valuable to get rid of. So he makes sure I'm always busy. Always too busy to get any ideas. There we go. Okay, what's the 4th thing going to be? The 4th is going to be let's not go with gardening then, actually. Let's not go with gardening. Education saved his life, pretty much. Let's go with bargaining with outsiders. I am Yeah, I mostly do like labor work for Torolf unless he needs me to talk with his potential clients. So maybe translating? No, maybe huh? Hold on. Literacy weaving. Sorry if this is a little bit of a slow boil. It's okay to fight. He's not. He's not a fighter. I decided not to go with fighter. Let's go with let's go with trading. Hello, Whiplash. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Quiero. He's like a laborer. He's working for this guy called Torolf, right? Who's the only one who will hire him because he's like the bastard son of a Christian missionary and Gertrude, Taylor's daughter. So let's just say he knows a little bit of tailoring instead of weaving. Tailoring. And he's very resentful to his father for his situation in life. Freya is his childhood friend and crush, but she's married to the son of Torolf. And Torolf is the employer. Yeah, bartering. Yeah, bartering. That's the word I was looking for. Let's go with bartering. He's developed a good skill for bargaining because he does bartering, because he does that for his employer whenever someone comes around that speaks Latin, because I know I'm literate. Actually, how about Latin as a skill? Just Latin. Back in the day as a kid and nowadays it's like a laborer. Maybe, yeah. I wish I was literate. Let's call it Latin. No, but then Latin. Let's go Latin literacy and bartering. Because his mom. So basically, this missionary, he was like, "Oh, I got to go back, but here's my cross and my Bible to remember me by," and that's like worth a lot. So the missionary probably loved Gertrude, like legitimately loved her, but also had an illegitimate child with her. So it's kind of like a, here's to remember me by, bye, and just left. And Gertrude had to raise Eric on her own. Eric Stenhammar. Okay, let's move on. We need to make a fourth experience here. Okay, a fourth experience. Let's do something with Freya, right? Okay. Freya. Shift the Swedish pronunciation, Torulf. Yeah, I mean, I'm Swedish. I could speak more Swedish, like if you want. I could talk like this. That's perfectly fine as well. Freya knows. Freya doesn't want to meet me because she's worried. She will for what might happen. Look at the scaredy cat. Chicken even. Yeah, she sucks. Freya doesn't want to meet me because she's worried for what might happen. I wait for her every evening by the docks in case she changes her mind, with a boat ready to row off in. So basically I've told her, or rather Eric has told her that, hey, yo, if you wanna retain the 5-minute Swedish one, that'd be a nightmare. Basically Eric has been like, hey, Freya, I totally love you. If you ever change your mind, I have a boat. It's ready to leave whenever, like a little rowboat. So every evening, Eric waits for her by the docks for like 2 hours. I wait for her every evening by the docks in case she changes her mind. With a boat ready to row off. In. Hello, Amon. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Kaeru. I'm Kuku Kaeru. And I'm doing the 1,000-year-old vampire, which is pretty cool. We've just gotten started. We have made Eric Stenhammar. Eric, a legitimate son of a Christian missionary, raised by my mother in Birka during the 9th century. I am an unskilled laborer with a deep resentment for my father and his faith for having abandoned my mother. My mother taught me reading with the Bible my father left her. I despise this religion. Let's actually make that semicolon. I despise this religion for it, but it has proven useful when helping my employer. Well, we're excited. I will have a B&D session. Nice. Sounds great. Hope it works out for you. Getting people together is always a hassle. That's why these one-player RPGs is a really good idea. Yeah, this is just basically this is like we're working with this over time. So this character is still immortal. He hasn't changed into a vampire yet. Torolf knows that I am in love with his daughter-in-law, but since I can read, I am too valuable to get rid of, so he makes sure that I'm always too busy to get any funny ideas. There we go. Freya doesn't want to meet me because she's worried for what might happen. I wait for her. I told her I'll wait for her every evening by the docks. In case she changes her mind, with our boat ready to roll off in. There we go. 4 memories. My Mercy Monk Reformed Cultist was a near panic attack last session. Ooh. I don't know much about D&D classes. I haven't played since like 4th edition that much. I played a little bit 5th edition, but I always go for like wizards and stuff. A sorcerer, I think. Okay. That's the final part. Lastly, create an immortal. This is the creature that gifted or cursed your vampire with unlife. Create a mark and an experience that explains how your vampire became a creature of the night. One such immortal is Baron Holdmuller, an Austrian noble and a vampire. He stole the deed of my land. The corresponding experience might be, I dueled the eerie Baron Holdmuller across the roof of the abbey. He nearly cuts my head from my shoulder, but I do not die, which leads to the mark. My neck is permanently broken. I wear tight scarves and walk slowly to maintain my dignity. Okay, so now we're creating an immortal. Yeah, I know. I'm just reading the instructions. I'll take the sheet away in a second. So we're gonna create an immortal. This is going to be a monk, another missionary, who arrives with Ansgar on his second trip to Birka. Another head pat. Third party, you're never gonna have enough points for anything else. You're just giving me a bunch of head pats. Thank you. I'm gonna do a stretch too. Give me a second. Thank you very much. Let's put another head pat here. Thank you. Imagine a close-range fighter whose touch can heal and maybe can create necrotic damage. For a starting feature, gets a spell inflict wounds on one. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you for the redeems. Immortal is going. Let's German. Let's go here. Google. Old Germanic Christian names. Bernard or Christoph. Christoph is cool. Thank you for the head pats. Felix, Gerhard. Gerhard. I love that. Gerhard. One of the missionaries returning to Birka. A vampire seeking to establish a new domain far from the bustling German cities. Clause for the season. That would be funny though. But I think Gerhard is a good name. Changeling shape change managed to bring a bit of chaos in. Nice, cool. That sounds like a fun session. I always played with people who were like munchkins, so I kind of am not super into D&D and Pathfinder. I'm more of a Vampire the Masquerade kind of guy, but I know you can play some really fun games with D&D too. A vampire seeking to establish a new domain far from the bustling cities. Yeah, tabletops are fun. I like tabletop games. They're very creatively. What do you call it? Good. They're good. Okay, so we're an experience that explains how my vampire became a creature of the night. I'm not sure if we're going to be using one of the 5 ones here. Ooh, Salubri. Nice. Those are the 3-eyed ones, right? The ones with the eye and the forehead. So we're making a mark and an experience. So the mark is going to be... the hungrier I become, the more bestial my appearance. Razor sharp, fangs, wolf-like eyes, or claws growing out of my fingers are common. When I starve, I look more animal than man. Here we go. Shark teeth. Cool. Speaking of Vampire the Masquerade. The surrounding near her orphanage, what's they're doing? Cool. Oh, orphanage. I look more animal than man. Shark teeth. Okay, so Gerhard, one of the missionaries returned to Berka, a vampire seeking to establish a new domain far from the bustling German cities. One night, Gerhard. This is the third eye and wears a perfume headband. Doesn't help to set the air. Scent of blood when she uses her ability, but creates ease of... Ooh, I see. Oh yeah, that's right. They bleed out of their eye when they use their powers, right? I think that's the thing. One night, Gerhard dissatisfied with the one night, Gerhard. How did he turn me into a vampire? One night, Gerhard. Exposed by the other missionaries as an undead, decided to flee into the woods. Ooh, hold on. By evening, in a small glade near a makeshift. By a small bay. Okay, she changes her mind. Okay, that didn't work. So by like a little glade. Oh, it tastes delicious. I did not know that. Most by the mission undead decides to flee into the woods. Damaged, hungry, and furious. By the chain, furious, he stumbled upon me and Freya and drained us both completely. I do not know what happened to Freya, but I became a creature of the night. Ooh, there we go. Alone and confused. Ooh, he did what? I don't know what happened to Freya. He drained us both completely. He killed us. Drained our blood. Ah, I see. That's interesting. That's cool. When I starve, I look more animal than man. He drained. That's what they call it when you drain them of blood. Oh, let's say he attacked. Someone put me afraid and attacked us. I don't know what happened to her. December even. December even. Glitters in the sun. No, that's not gonna happen. I hate that. I hate that. No. But I became a creature of the night, alone and confused. Once you're finished creating your vampire, they will have 3 skills, 3 resources, and at least 3 mortals, 1 immortal, and 1 experience in each of their 5 memories. There we go. Now we have 5 memories. To play 1,000... Oh, let me get rid of the sheet for now. Yes, we are done with the character creation. To play a 1,000-year-old vampire, you answer a series of prompts. Answer these prompts to learn about your vampire, experience their travails, and be surprised by their doings. Responding to the prompts in satisfying ways is the joy of this game. After you've played through a few times, you can find additional prompts in Appendix 1. You can answer prompts either in writing, like a journal, or just aloud to yourself. This book is designed so that you can write your responses directly onto its pages, if you are brave. Number your entries to keep the chronology straight. Yeah, it's a really well-made book. Character whose strongest personality trait was compassion. To get this question is conflicting? Huh? Huh? In the process of answering prompts, you create, lose, and alter your vampire's traits as instructed. Every time you answer a prompt, you must create an experience and add it to a memory, unless instructed otherwise. Roll your d10 and d6, and subtract the result of the d6 from that of the d10. If the result is a positive number, move forward that many prompts. If it is a negative number, move backwards instead. A 0 means you encountered the same prompt a second time. Let us imagine that I have just answered prompt 11. I roll a 7 on the d10 and 4 on the d6, which means that I move forward 3 and end up at prompt 14. However, if I rolled 4 on both dice, I would answer prompt 11 again. You will notice that prompts have second and third entries. These are encountered the second and third times you land on a prompt. If you land on a prompt and have already responded to all the entries, move along to the next prompt. The creator of My Salubri asked her child to eat him because they were so sick and tired of their mortality. That sucks, but I can kind of imagine that would be the case if you lived for a couple of 100 years. Like at some point you just go, I'm so tired of it all. It's all so tiresome. If you are instructed to check a skill but have no unchecked skills available, lose a resource instead. Likewise, if you cannot lose a resource when instructed to do so, check a skill. When either of these substitution... Oh, hold on. Did it just happen? Why did VTube Studio just close? Hold on. Is my phone on a battery? That would be weird. Hello? Okay, there we go. Battery saving mode is enabled. When either of these substitutions occur, it indicates that things have gone very badly for your vampire. Narrate the worst possible outcome. Only skills and resources may be substituted for each other. You may not choose to lose characters, memories, or marks in place of a skill or resource. By letting it open the story if she did or not, any outcome she would be highly conflicted. Yeah, I mean, having to kill your vampire parent might be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your relationship, I guess. If you must lose a skill or resource and you have none, then your game is over. Narrate your vampire's demise using the prompt for inspiration. The game ends if you are unable to check or lose a skill or resource when required to do so, or if a prompt tells you that the game has ended. 2 styles of play. In a quick game, answer the prompts entirely in the memory area of your character record. This method is fast and satisfying and gives you greater flexibility in interpreting your vampire story. Starting out the gate having killed your sire is one of the most fun things in vampire games. I can imagine, like, you would be deep in the shit there, because they probably have friends who are not too happy about that. In the journaling game, you keep a diary, answer the prompts in writing, dedicating a short paragraph or so to each question. You will end up with a document that you can look back at later. In addition to a journal entry, you must still add an experience for each prompt. So we're going to have a journal too. I guess we'll have that at like the end of the character sheet. In the cases of any contradictions or complications, your memories and experiences take precedence over the details of your journal entries in the journaling game. As you play, you will come to understand aspects of the story that may not have been clear earlier on. You can modify or ignore earlier journal entries if needed, but you may never modify memories. unless instructed to do so by a prompt. Answer prompts in a way that feels natural, never force things. If relationships between existing traits or past events relate to a prompt, work them in. You do not need to answer every question in the prompt. Prompts will often combine to tell stories. If a helpful character was introduced in one prompt, and the following prompt has the vampire acquire a new resource, find the relationship between them. Any amount of time can pass between prompts. Diary of Dracula? Cool. It's interesting that the later pages and quit writing along the way. Aw, that's unfortunate. Diary of Dracula, psychology school suggested it. Rincewind? No, not Rincewind. Renfield? Renfield. So several prompts might join together to make a story arc that lasts days or decades. Cede control to the game. Prompts are sparks for creativity and connection. Feel free to gently reinterpret answers to earlier prompts to better make sense of current situations. But you should not try to tie everything together. It's not necessary. Your vampire will live for 1,000 years, and many small unresolved events will occur during their existence. Sometimes a character will appear and then leave the game without accomplishing anything of note, or a resource will go unused, both of which are fine. That's just how life, or unlife, is. Overthinking it is unhelpful. Not every prompt needs to be important. You do not need to explain every decision you make while answering a prompt. You can let some of it wait until later. Let the game bring back what matters. Character not accomplishing anything? Literally me. I mean, not every day has to be full of accomplishments. You know, sometimes just going through a day is good enough. Be uncomfortable. Your protagonist is a vampire. Even if you try to keep them decent and humane, terrible and delicious things are going to happen. You should have moments of discomfort. As prompts combine with constrained resources to result in your vampire murdering loved ones and performing strange deeds, such as adhering to the Twitch meta. This is a strength of the game, so let darkness fall where it may. Prompts are opportunities to learn about history in the real world. Turn to Wikipedia and read about the different types of Turkish nobility if you need to. The game will wait. The passage of time. This game is about the grind of centuries. Your vampire will lose their very memories to the passage of years and must pursue continuous reinvention to keep up with the evolution of society around them. Time is very loose, so imagine its progression as you like. Think about historical events and work them in with what feels right. World wars and political upheavals are hugely important events, even for vampires. For general guidance, consider the first 7 or 8 prompts you answer to be the first busy years after your character becomes a vampire. Everyone they know is still alive and the world is still the world of their mortal life. By contrast, their final experiences might take place in the early 21st century. Don't fret about specific years, but do watch for obvious breaks in the timeline. A series of prompts might interrelate to tell a small story, only for something to interrupt that story. Take the opportunity to jump a few decades ahead. However, if you reach a game-ending prompt and it's only the 15th century, that's fine too. To review, start at prompt 1 on the next page. Subtract a d6 from a d10 and move that many prompts. A positive number moves you forward. A negative number moves you backwards. You may not move backwards past prompt 1. Just encounter 1 again. A 0 keeps you on the same prompt. And when you land on a prompt, resolve the first entry. If you land on a prompt again, you resolve the next entry for that prompt. If you landed on a prompt 3 times and encountered all 3 entries, skip to the next prompt. In your blood hunger, you destroy someone close to you. Kill a mortal character. Create a mortal if none are available. Take the skill Bloodthirsty. Alright? So we're going to kill a mortal character. Who are we killing? We are killing our mother. We head home. We will kill our mother. Died because of me. Let's fucking go. That's the first thing we do. So we kill our mother. And we will... Did we add an experience for this? I should guess we're not giving us candy. Hold on. So does this add an experience? Take the skill Bloodthirsty. Okay, we're adding that skill. Swear jar bot when? I don't know. So does this add an experience? Let me just create a new mortal character. I have to look this up again. Sorry. Oh wait, hold on. We're on 17. I guess I should describe that in my mother. Let's see about experiences. Sorry, it's a lot to take in. But let's see here. Diary. Example experiences. Experience cover a particular event. Almost every prompt will create an experience, and experiences eventually combine with one another, become memories. But it's only so much a vampire can remember. To reflect this limitation, there is only a finite amount of space for memories on your record sheet. All memories will be lost over the course of the game, making room for new. A single sentence describes the resolution of a prompt. Memories are a collection of related experiences built up over time. Your vampire begins the game with space for 5 memories, each of which can contain up to 3 experiences. Although a prompt might ask several questions, an experience does not need to address all of them. Okay. So how about we do the first? Let me see here. How does this relate to any of... I guess it would relate to my becoming a vampire. Related in some way. An experience must be placed within a memory as soon as it is created. Our earlier example might be expanded. Okay, so each memory should be defined by theme, trait, or other subject that links its components. Okay, we'll put this under 5. So let's go 5A, I guess. B. Starving and confused, I stumbled home, and I stumbled to my home and feasted upon my mother. When my sanity returned, I was when my sanity returned, I was grief-struck and ran as far away as I could. There we go. What do you mean phrasing? Someone feasted upon my mother. What is that supposed to mean? Starving and confused, I stumbled to my home and feasted upon my mother. When my sanity returned, I was grief-struck and ran away as far as I could. I killed her, my first victim, in a fit of madness-induced hunger. Here we go. That was the first event. Kill our mom. Let's roll a d10 and a d6 and see where we go from here. 7 minus 6, so we go 1 step ahead. Okay. So we go to prompt number 2. Actually, I could look up the rules in my book. Horrified at your new nature, you withdraw from society. Where do you hide? How do you feed? Create a stationary resource which shelters you. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have a resource that shelters me. Abandoned church. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a and here we'll have a B. Fleeing from society, let me get this out again here. So this is I'm continuing the first memory, being the son of a Christian missionary. I know where they had a church. Fleeing from society, I hide in the old abandoned church built during the first mission of Ansgar. No one goes there anymore, I hope, and therefore it will shelter me as I try to make sense of what happened. Talking about myself? What are you talking? No. Okay. Let's we have a stationary resource. It's pretty cool. Do I have to write that in, that it's stationary? In the diary. Stationary. I'll just write that. Stationary. I can't spell. There we go. We're gonna roll the dice again. That's a 1 minus 6. So I guess that's minus 5. So we go back to 1 again. Can we use a head pass as a resource? No. Wait, what? Hold on. My model stopped working again. What's going on? This is weird. I have 50% battery. What's going on? When did that happen? Thank you, third party. Okay. I hope that's another head pat. You are devaluing the frog coins by spending it all on head pats. Let me know again if my model stops moving. I don't know why this is happening, but it's kind of disconcerting. Okay, here we go. You're overcome by panic and maul someone close to you, accidentally turning them into a monster like yourself. Convert a beloved mortal character into an enemy Oh my god. Turning them into a monster like yourself. Convert a beloved mortal character into an enemy immortal. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're turning Freya into a vampire. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, no. That was wrong. Hold on. Freya escaped the attack by Gerhard, only to be turned into a vampire by me. Oh my god. And I get the skill Ashamed. Nice. Let me add that. Ashamed to skills. Where's skills? Ashamed. Escape the attack by Garrett only to be turned into a vampire by me. Okay, so other options are there, but died because of other reasons. I guess she died because of me, but she's not dead technically. Just this instance. Was turned into an undead by me and resents me for it. Enemy mortal, enemy. Yeah, that's related to Freya, the memories of Freya. So we're gonna change the Freya memories. This is turning into a very tragic story very quickly. Let's see here. I feel like that should definitely be on the same page as the other Freya memories. And then we go B. Freya, having survived the attack by Gerard, manages to track me down in the church after a few days. In my hunger, I kill her, but somehow she returns as an undead, and I flee undead, and she loathes me for it. Okay, there we go. Very, very nice. Very nice. Story's progressing nicely. Let's keep going. That's 10 minus 6, so 4. We're going to 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You murder someone you love or respect rather than let them expose you. Kill a character, check a skill. If you have no living characters, kill no one and create a... This is horrible. If you have no living characters, kill no one and create a beloved mortal character who you have betrayed. All right, I feel like this. Freya reveals this to her father. It won't work out similarly like Claudia. I don't know. Claudia, you mean from Interview with the Vampire? I don't remember how that went. Okay, so... Torolf. Man, this is so messed up. Let me do this. Daughter-in-law, sorry. I don't know why I wrote daughter-in-love. That's the A. B. Torolf finds out what happened to Freya. Enraged, he tracks me down in the church and threatens to kill me. With no other option, I kill him instead, tearing his flesh and drinking his blood. Torolf is dead. My life. And drinking his blood. I have to check a skill. What skill am I checking? Bloodthirsty, I guess. Let's check Bloodthirsty. Oh, sorry, Sunrise. She was sent out for a walk at sunrise. Oh, yeah. Killing us at tearing his flesh and drinking his blood. What have I become? Man, this is so grim. Okay, let's. Oh, I also had to write in that Torolf is dead. Very rapidly working through all my friends, all my mortals. Okay, so died because of me. It seems like this is like a trend going on right now. So just this instance, Torolf died because of me. Killed by me to prevent him exposing me. Killed to prevent exposing me to the others of the village. The dynamic of the vampire family is highly unstable. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's keep rolling. We're on number 5. Ow! My jaw just clicked. Hold on. Oop. Wait, when's? Hold on. How do I? Oh, there we go. There we go. I was like, how do I change my eyes? Okay. So we're on number 5. Let's roll again. 3 minus 2, so we go 1 ahead. A mortal character begins serving you. Who are they? Why are they drawn to you? Create a new mortal character. Ooh. So we do like a dash. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Let me show this again. So we're going to do a dash through everyone who's died. A strike through. How do you do those? Format text. Strike through. Alt Shift S. Okay. So Alt Shift S. No? No, that wasn't. Alt Shift 5. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. My vampire family grew rapidly. I mean, there's only one more. Freya. Torolf did not become a vampire. Alt Shift 5? Okay, weird. Enemy. Hates me for what I have done to her and for killing her father-in-law. Why do I keep saying love? Father-in-law, that sounds weird. Okay, we're gonna create another mortal. So, let's copy Ansgar over here. And who's this mortal? It's called Dilf. Oh, that's right. I have to change Automod. Dilf. What a strange thing to be upset about. Okay, we have another mortal. Let's call them Mikkel. Twitch's automated moderation system. Please do not reduce my social credit score. No, it's okay. It's gonna stay. Don't worry about it. Let me just check something real quick. This music is so good, by the way. I love it. Okay, there we go. So, let me see here. A mortal character begins serving you. Who are they? Why are they drawn to you? Mikkel. An old veteran. A retired veteran. Missing an eye and an arm. Has taken up refuge in the church. Strangely, he is not afraid, but rather offers to aid me, as he knows all too well the pain of loneliness. There we go. So, this has to be another memory. Should I make a new... No, I shouldn't make a new memory right now. I'll make this C here. Mikkel, the veteran. The veteran. Mikkel, the veteran. Has sworn to help me. In exchange for a sup of my blood, which will keep him alive for now. He knows the pain of loneliness, and I feel more human around him. Nice, nice. Okay, things are looking up. We have a friend. Let's roll and see what happens. -3. Okay, so we go 5, 4, 3. A loved one discovers your condition and works to help you. Create a resource which represents their assistance. Create a mortal character if none are available. Yay, friendship! A resource which represents their assistance. A loved one. I don't really have any loved ones left, but maybe Mikkel. Yeah, let's go with Mikkel. So we're gonna make a resource. Resource to help us, which represents their assistance. Um, um, a covered boat. A covered boat. Just a small boat with like a cover on it. He helps build it. So I can actually rest and hide from the sun on this little boat. So I can be anchored in the water with him protecting me. Yes, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So let's write that under... Let's write that under Mikkel. With his help... Okay, let's go down one prompt, 4 prompts left. With his help, I construct a covered boat. I construct a cover for my boat, which helps me hide from the sun. He will protect me during the day. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's make another roll. Okay, now we're going to talk with the Swedish accent. So we are on number 3. And now we go back one more. So we are going to number 2. You reinvent your existence around the seclusion of your hiding place. You begin to work in an artful way, changing your living environment. How do you come to appreciate beauty or craft in a new way? Create a skill based on a memory. Okay. Wait, hold on. I need to do something with my boat. Okay. Somehow she returns as an undead and she loads me. Let's make this a part of memory 4 completely. So, the boat I was going to escape with Freya with has become my floating home. Mikkel is protecting me as I try to get accustomed as I sleep during the day. So this was the previous memory. So now we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we are on memory 7. And this will be related to the first memory, and maybe I'm writing down the next one. Celebrity Matilda learned sewing to mend clothing for the children when the times got tough in the older days and make stuffed animals for their sleeps. That's very nice of her. What a nice salubri. So I can't add anything more to 4 or 5. I can add more to 3. Torulf. And fleeing from society, I hide. How about we go with C here? We'll put C on number 1. So I'm going to show you the character sheet again. Living on my floating home, I start to try to make some money from fishing and selling and having Mikkel sell my hauls. You reinvent your existence around the seclusion of your hiding place. You begin to work in an artful way, changing your living environments. How do you come to appreciate beauty? Actually, that's not what this is. Oh, I see. Living on my floating home, I start to try to make it into something more permanent. Salubri. Salubri are kind only works to some extent. I see. Living on my floating home, I start to try to make it into something more permanent. I have Mikkel stealing lumber and more small boats to make it into more of a floating home. We keep away from settlements so as to not catch attention. There we go. with a really angry mother, never angry mama. No, you shouldn't. Have I talked for 5 minutes now in Swedish accent? Maybe I will roll one more and we will see. Oh, and how do you come to appreciate beauty or craft in a new way? Create a skill based on the memory. Can I only have 5 skills? I think I can only have 5 skills. How many skills can I have? Actually, let me look that up in the book. Skills. So let's see here. Skills. Some prompts will instruct you to check a skill. If unchecked skills is what your vampire is capable of, you may only check a skill once. To do this, place a check mark next. Naturally, a check skill gives you something to flavor your answer to later prompts. If unchecked skills are what your vampire is capable of, checked skills are what they have done. They are part of your vampire's being. They are who the vampire is. Of course, it is entirely possible that your vampire might have skills that you do not want to check. Instead of fighting this, revel in your plight of your humane vampire when they go to help a friend. So striked out skills are only when you lose them. They indicate what your vampire can do and what they might do. Okay, so I guess we get another skill. I guess there's no limit to skills then. Oh, hold on. I guess there's no limit to skills. Let me Google that. Is there a limit to skills, 1,000-year-old vampire? Okay. Nah, whatever. I guess I can make another one. So let's make another skill. Okay, this skill, create a skill based on a memory. I'm gonna start surrounding myself with like Christian symbolism as like okay, so Christian symbolism. Matilda later was trained in book keeping and teaching. Only held so much during the night as a vampire. Okay, cool. Matilda seems like a good and cool person. Christian symbolism. Something to remind myself of my past. As I decorate it. As I decorate it with Christian imagery. Here we go. Okay. Okay, good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. 2 minus 4. Okay, we are going back. We're going back to 1 again. You're captured and enslaved by a wicked and powerful supernatural entity. Create an immortal character. How do you eventually escape their servitude? Check a skill and take the skill humans are cattle. Strike out all mortal characters as 100 years have passed. Take a resource you have used for evil while in service to your former master. Oh my god. Hold on. I keep giving myself those eyes. Wow. Okay, all my mortal characters just die. Died of old age. Mikkel died of old age. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, immortal, we have another mortal character. You're captured and enslaved by a wicked and powerful supernatural entity. Hekla. Hekla the witch. Wicked and cruel. Enslaved me for 100 years. Ooh, sorry. I have to check a skill. Enslaved me for 100 years. 100 years. 100 years. Eric and Hekla. Enslaved me for 100 years. Check out all immortal characters. Take a resource you have used for evil and service. So, take a resource? Like remove a resource? Thank you. Thank you. Hekla the witch, wicked and cruel, enslaved me for 100 years. Until I managed to fool her into releasing me. Besting her in a contest of riddles. Okay, so skills. Let's check the Latin literacy, meaning that She found some use for me. My medic dog Ash calls a little bit much college of now. Cool. Nice stories I'm on. It's fun to listen to read about other people's characters. It's interesting to see how people play differently. Okay, so Latin literacy. We check that skill. And do we take a resource? How about she stole my silver cross? No. Wait, take a resource you have used for evil ones. Oh, I guess we get another one. Okay, so take a resource you have used for evil ones. Service to your former master. Ooh. Witch's spell book. Yes, I got her spell book. Nice. And humans are cattle as a skill. Humans are cattle. Oh boy. Okay, you are captured and enslaved by a wicked and powerful supernatural entity. Create an immortal character. How do you eventually escape their servitude? I think we're going to have to maybe get rid of a memory. We're getting rid of this memory, and we're making a new one. So let's... Boop. Well, we're removing this dash. I think my cat wants to leave the room. You want to leave the room? Okay, baby, you're going to jump down? I'm just going to let my cat out of the room. Give me a second. Are you purring? Sweetheart. Here you go. Oh, there we go. So now we forgot that our mother taught us reading the Bible. That's no longer a memory we have. So, doop. Okay. One night, the witch Hekla overcomes Mikkel, killing him. No, overcomes, casts a spell upon Mikkel, and as he is conscious, claims me for her own. In her service, I am forced as she desires my blood. In her service, I am forced to do many cruel things to humans she seeks to punish. And slowly, the memory of my past life fades. Okay, which year are we in now? This has been like 100 years. So we would be in like the mid-900s, right? Let's roll again. Let's see what happens. 7. So we go from 1 to 8. You're recognized for what you are by another creature like yourself. Create an immortal character, lose a resource, and gain a skill. What did you lose to them? Man, we're making a lot of immortal characters. Let's create the immortal character of Tuva. Huh? Another undead. I meet while chasing the same prey. She is a greater hunter than me. So I lose a resource to her and I gain a skill. What do I lose in terms of resource? Steel knife. She takes my knife. item you go through your rampage? Maybe the item I got through the rampage against the mortal, maybe? But I think the steel knife, which I kept, which is what I was going to kill my father with. Another undead I meet while chasing the same prey. A wolf. No, a deer. So I start eating animals after I escape from Hekla. Kind of don't like killing mortals. She is a greater hunter than me. And in return for the prey, she demands my knife. I'm gonna gain a skill. She teaches me how to hunt like beasts do, and we part as friends of a sort. Okay, so I learn another skill. Hunting animals. Nice. Okay, and this is an event. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of another memory. Surely she won't show up again in tragic circumstances. Probably not. Well, okay, let's get rid of this memory of Torolf. We don't remember this guy anymore. Of a sort. Man, this is such a sad existence, but kind of cool too. I like it. So she teaches us how to hunt animals in the wild. What was her name again? Her name was Tuva. Tuva. Tuva chases the same deer as I and beats me to it. In exchange for my knife, she lets me feed and then teaches me how to truly hunt the animals of the wilds. I am grateful to her, but she does not wish to linger. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Let's roll another one. That's 4 minus 6, so we're going backwards again. So this 2 minus 7, 6. A trusted mortal character betrays you in a surprising way. Lose a resource. Why did they do this? Why do you forgive them? I don't have any mortal characters. At all. Actually. They're all dead. I don't have any mortal characters. So what happens if you get a mortal character and you don't have any? Diary skills, resources, characters. Occasionally you realize that a mortal must have died of old age. A character can be mortal or immortal. You will be told which type when you're instructed. Oh, in addition, create a new character if a prompt instructs you to include one, but none are available. I see. Okay, let's make a new one then. Runar. I'm also immortal. Runar. A distant relative I tracked down. Distant relative I tracked down. Me, yeah, okay, we had that on the map. A distant relative I tracked down to Riakoa acquaint myself with human society now that I can control my hunger better. Initially, we got along well until he almost got me killed, exposing me to the village elders. I don't like where this thought is going. Okay. We don't have any more room for experiences here. Tuva, I don't think this experience has anything to do with that. One night with Hekla. Nope. How about this one? Okay, so we forget this now. No, let's make a diary. Let's make a diary. Make a diary. In the diary, 1. So we can, in the diary, do we have memories or do we have experiences? Unlike memories themselves, diaries are physical objects. They are added to your resource list. You may freely create a diary whenever you need to move a memory into it. Like any other resource, a diary can be lost. When this happens, strike out the memories it held. Your vampire can have 1 diary at a time, and it must contain at least 1 memory. It is no longer in my head. So what we're going to do is that we're going to write down this memory into a diary. So, okay, and this diary, a diary written on the last pages. Diary written in the margins of my Bible. No, diary written on scraps of leather tied together. So I don't even remember this anymore. I don't remember this home, or this past, but I write it down because I decide I will have nothing to do with my family anymore. I try to reconnect with the mortal world, tracking down Runar. That was his name, right? Literacy finally found its use. Exactly, Runar. Wait, these are dead, so I'm just gonna dash them out. Hold on. Ansgar is dead. Didn't really do much with him. Mikkel is dead. Poor Mikkel. Runar. There we go. Runar. Tracking down Runar, one of my last surviving distant, well, one of my last, a distant relative, and the last of my family's line. He betrays me, almost getting me killed. And I swear never to go back to who I was. There we go. Now we're gonna roll again. 4 plus. Okay, so we're going to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we're in like... Then we're gonna move forward. Okay, so this is gonna be like in 950. This is when that happens, 950. And now we're going to go to the stars pinwheel above you in the night. The seasons are a blur. You are as an automaton, unconscious of the passage of decades. As century passes, strike out a memory. Strike out all mortal characters. That is... oh, sorry, I'm hiding that. That is incredibly depressing. So we're gonna strike out a memory. Cool. Cool. Runar is dead, I guess. Died of old age. So let's strike him out. Cool. And we're gonna strike out a memory. No more mortal characters, that's fine. I'm going to forget about Gerard. Gerard, exposed by the other missionaries as an undead, decides to flee into the woods. Damaged, hungry, and furious, he stumbles upon me. I will not forget about Freya. I still remember her. But we are forgetting about Gerhard and the murder of my mother. Rocks fall, everyone dies. It happens way more than I feel like it should. So now we don't remember how we became like this, but we do remember that we turned Freya into one of our kind. I don't remember that I killed my own mother. That's fine. And I forget about Mikkel offering to help me. Man, this is sad. This is devastating. Strike out all mortal characters. And this is a new memory. A century has passed where I have done nothing but exist. Finally, I shake off the cobwebs of time, but I have forgotten so much. And this is in 1050. Another 100 years have passed. Holy shit. Like 200 years in the blink of an eye. Okay. Very cool. Where do we, that's 10. So we're going to keep going. 2 minus 2, 0. So we're going to stay where we are. A potent artifact, religious or magical or technological, falls into your hands. With it, you can remake the world. What is this thing? Who seeks it? Create a mortal character. Add the item as a resource. If you still have it when you achieve any game-ending results, you may rewrite the ending as you like. You must lose this item first if you lose resources in an encounter with an immortal character. Ooh. You got a lot of immortal characters. Let's see here. Let's see here. An item. Let's get the item first. Resources. Thorn of the Savior's crown. It's a thorn from his... Oh, I keep pressing that. It's a thorn from the crown of thorns that they put on Jesus. It can remake the world. What is this thing? Who seeks it? Create a mortal character. A mortal character who seeks it. Father Joseph. A Christian scholar. And monk who seeks the thorn of the Savior, now in my possession. He does not know who I am. He knows that the thorn is nearby. And an immortal, create a mortal character, the item. If you still have it when you achieve it, okay, you must lose this item first if you lose resources in an encounter with an immortal character. Okay, so this is going to be another memory. Okay, we'll go with the witch memory. So this will be A. How about we change the thing I stole from the witch to like a sword or something? I don't know. No, let's do this. Hekla finally tracks me down, and in a strange gesture of forgiveness, offers me a thorn in exchange for the book I stole from her. Fearing the power of the witch, I agree, and return the tome to her. No, but then I would lose the item for a look in the book I stole from her. Fearing the power of the witch, I agree. And she leaves after a thorough read. Okay, yeah, that's good. I didn't lose the book. So that was 10 again. Let's see where we go now. This was in 1070-ish. 2 minus 1, so we're going to 11. How do you find solace from the raging hunger within you? You may lose one checked or unchecked skill. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we're losing a checked or unchecked skill. Wait, why did I dash these out? I shouldn't have done that. I didn't get rid... Oh, okay, they're dashed out because I checked them. Got it. Humans are cattle? Yeah. You know what? Let's lose this skill. No, you know what? Let's lose Christian symbolism. No. Ashamed. Ashamed, of course. We lose ashamed. Okay. And we'll put this together with the experience with Tuva. Aw, thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Let's put this down here. I don't know how exciting it is to listen to this, but I'm trying to have like a comfy, fully shameless. Let's go. Yeah, no more shame. It's a big hand. Is this interesting to watch? Who knows? How do you find solace from the raging hunger within you? You may lose one checked or unchecked skill. Having trouble finding prey, I stalk the streets and farms of mortals, feeding upon pests and livestock alike. Like a thief in the night, I steal that which I crave. No longer a hunter, but what are they called? Black. They had like a word for an evil paladin. No longer a hunter, but I steal that which I crave. I steal that which I crave. No longer a hunter, but a thief in the night. 1090, I guess? 1090. There we go. You like listening to this? That's good. I'm happy. Let's bold the dates. 1070, 950, 1050. Here we go. Doing 1090. Okay. 8 minus 5, that's plus 3, so 12, 13, 14. An enemy character uses a lost resource to turn your few friends against you. Check 3 skills to regain the resource, or check 1 skill to barely survive. Which former friend did you kill? Where do you flee? Don't worry about it. It's okay. Drawing is fun. You don't have to apologize for lurking. And an enemy your character uses a lost resource to turn your few friends against you. Hold on. Did I write down a resource that I lost? Did I lose a resource? Oh yeah, hold on. Knife. We lost that one. So, Thorn of the Savior's Crown. We don't have a lot of enemies. We have Freya. An enemy character uses a lost resource to turn your few friends against you. Check 3 skills to regain the resource, or check 1 skill to barely survive. Which former friend did you kill, and where do you flee? I don't want to regain it. Did I lose any other resources? I don't think I did. Check 1 skill to barely survive. Which former friend did you kill? Freya. Having gotten my old knife from Tuva through means unknown, Freya has convinced no, having gotten my old knife from Tuva, having met Tuva, Freya has convinced her that I am a monster that deserves death, turning her against me. Ooh. So which skill are we checking? We're checking the humans are cattle. Okay. Do we have any? It has to do. It should be related to this. With the help of Tuva, Freya has tracked me down, and the two attempt to kill me. Incoming. Frog? Huh? What? Hello, Dorian. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome back. We're getting betrayed by our old love, and our only friend, to attempt to kill me. How was it? I managed to escape them by. Oh, hey, Drop! Oh my gosh, hello everyone, welcome everyone. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you. Hello, hi Drop, thank you for the raid. Hello raiders, welcome. I'm Kuku Kaeru. Okay, bye Swirl Drop, bye Drop. Floygen Raiden, hello. Hi Biomaster929, hello Glaves. You're dead? That is no good. Go rest up. Take it easy, rest up for a bit. I'm gonna introduce myself. Hello everyone, I'm Kuku Kaeru. Hello, I'm a Swedish tree frog. I have apparently lost my shoes. I don't know where I put them. Let me see if I can put them on. How's everyone doing? Welcome. You got Floygen. Let me give you a shout out though, Drop. Shout out to Swirl Drop. Thank you so much for raiding. I really appreciate it. What were you doing? I don't know what Floygen is, but it sounds like Floygen. I'm a Swedish tree frog. And we are playing 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, which is a pretty cool game. I created a Viking-era vampire called Erik Stenhammar. This is the character sheet we're working with. And things have just been going from bad to worse. Literally everyone hates us. I'm not going to ask you what Floygen is then. Floygen Brothers Part 1 for the Dreamcast. Ooh, cool. Thank you, Gilaves Ian. During development, Sega of America President Bernie Stoller said that the Floygen will do for Sega what Mario did for Nintendo. The Floygen? Like Shenmue? I don't know, man. something happened. I don't know if there's like a thing going on, but I don't know. I'm not getting like alerts. I did get the alert for you rating though. Took that straight from Wikipedia, by the way. The Floigen. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. The Floigen. The Floigen Bros. This is an actual thing? Oh my god, this is a truly vile video game. Thank you. Hi, my cat. How you doing? Welcome. Sounds horrible. We are playing this vampire who has been just running through from one bad thing to another. He accidentally turned the love of his life 6 times over 7 hours. Oh my god. I don't want to play it. It seems very cursed. And then Freya, who he turned into a vampire, she hates him, and now she convinces only other friend, another vampire, that he's a bad guy. So now they tracked me down and tried to kill me. So I managed to escape them by sending humans against him. The mortals were slaughtered. I hope you're having a really good Thursday. I'm actually a little bit down by the weather. Under the weather, that's how you say it. And so I'm recovering, but I was home from work today. So we're just streaming this and having a little bit of fun. I hope you all had a great stream, and thank you so much for coming. This little frog here, by the way, in my pocket, is called Raywin Ribbenstein, because Raywin Rabenstein created this model for me. I usually don't have very long hair, but how do I do this now? Oh no, I'm bald. Let me see. Glasses on. That's the hair. That's the hair trigger. Moigel and Hoigel Floigen. Good God. What a horrible game. What a horrible sounding game. Yeah, this is Raywin Ribbenstein. He loves you all. He has a little mustache. It's not real though. Oh, there we go. Let's put the mustache back on him, and I'll go down here. Welcome everyone. I'm trying to be a little bit comfy. Whatever you're imagining the game is, it's even worse. Biomancer. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the follow, Biomancer. Welcome to the Frog Pond. Quiero. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller. This is Mr. Frog in the background, by the way. I love him dearly. Oh my gosh, I was using my commands here. Ah, thank you for the moisturize. I'm gonna drink some tea. You're soaking the frog. Thank you. The mortals were slaughtered, down to a man, but I managed to escape. And realizing that mortal lives mattered so much less to me than my own survival. So the thing is, in this game, you only have space for 5 memories and a diary. So I no longer remember my old employer, who I murdered. Oh, another head pat. Third party, please. I didn't even know where to put this hand. Hold on. Let's get another head pat going. And we're going to flip it. And we're going to put it over here. Ta-da! Another head pat. Nice. So, one for Ray. Aw. Oh, for Ray. Okay, hold on. We'll make it a small one. Very tiny head pat for Ray. There we go. Okay, so we no longer remember our old employer, our crush's father-in-law that we killed. We no longer remember Gerhard, the vampire who created us, and how we were created. Because we only have room for a certain amount of memories. We don't remember our mother teaching us to read through the Bible. We don't remember. We have written down in a diary who we are. So if we lose this diary, we will no longer remember our life before we were turned into a vampire. Or how we used to live. In Mikkel, a lot of mortals have died of old age, or because of me. It's very unfortunate. Let's roll another die and see what happens. Let's see what next wonderful thing is going to happen to us. And also, that was in 1110? Or actually, let's make it like 1100. That's going to be 1095 actually. 1095. That's just a couple of years in between. That's -2. So I guess we're going to go to 9. No, we're going to go to 12. New laws or social mores makes it harder for you to hide among the populace. How are you nearly caught and destroyed? Check a skill, create a mortal criminal who assists you. Okay, so we're going to check a skill and we're going to create a new skill. This check a skill, Christian symbolism. Nice. And we're going to create a new skill. Oh my gosh, Yatohano, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Frog Pond. I'm Kuku Kaeru, a Swedish tree frog. Happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, I do have another model. This is the model designed by Ray. I'm going to keep using this model, but this is my normal form. I'm actually not just a frog. See, I'm a male VTuber with a hoodie. How unusual, right? But this is my more human body. I used to be owned, well, I'm still owned, but my owner put me in a microwave, so I got exploded. I'm a normal little tree frog, brave and stunning, right? So my master, his mother, she put me in an experimental cyborg body. So I'm actually a cyborg with a heart and brain of a frog. I'm kind of like a frog dreadnought, if you can imagine that. So this is my normal form when I go to school, but this is the form I use to save energy. So this is how I normally dress. Oh, let's get Ray out. There we go. Frognaut. Yes, exactly. I'm a frognaut. So, okay. So we new laws and social mores makes it harder for you to hide among the populace. How are you nearly caught and destroyed? Well, herbalism. We're gonna start living in a monastery, right? Check a skill, create a mortal criminal who assisted you. Mortal criminal. Someone who assisted us. Wait, when did we make Father Joseph? That was 1070. So it's 1, 2, 3. He's getting pretty old. He has like 2 prompts left, or 1 prompt left. Father Joseph, Christian scholar and a monk, who seeks the thorn of the Savior now in my possession. He does not know who I am, but he knows that the thorn is nearby. I have one of the thorns from Jesus' thorn crown in my possession. I was given that by the witch Hecla in return for letting her read the book I stole from her. This is really cool. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna have Ralph. Now we have a lot of R's. Peter the drunk. An ex. Well, when did Jesuits get around? They were much later, right? 1540. Okay. An ex-priest or a disillusioned traveling priest. An excommunicated priest. Link on the screen leads to the character sheet quiz. Oh yeah, that's right. If you click on the if you type in tinyurl.com/kukuvamp, you will get access to the character sheet I'm working on. It looks like this. I don't have it open all the time, but this is how it looks like. So hopefully you can make sense of it. Okay, so Peter the Drunk, an excommunicated priest, has helped forge documents to enable me to join a monastery as a monk. It is risky, but for now I will hide amongst the holy men as I plan my next step. Peter the Drunk. Peter. And he's got 5 prompts left. Okay. And what memory are we removing to do that? Oh, we have to either continue a memory, which I'm not sure we can do. Let's get rid of this memory. I don't even remember the 100 years that I did nothing. So we'll dash this out. And here we go. No, that was the wrong button. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just check a thing here. There we go. Hope you're all doing well, though. Hope you're having a great Thursday. It's Thursday today, right? Tomorrow is the last day of work. I actually work as a teacher normally. So, well, not last day of work. I still have another week, but it's the last day for my students. So I'm trying to recover so I can be there when they have their... Some of them are going to graduate. I work with adult education, so I teach English to adults who want to like continue their studies and move on with life, which is pretty fun. So, okay, so we forgot about this. And now we're going to make a new memory. And the memory is I have... Oop, that doesn't work. I have chosen to hide from my pursuers in a monastery. I know Latin still, and thankfully, most men here are solitary, meaning I can hunt with relative ease. Although I feed as little as possible to avoid arousing. Oop, hold on. Suspicion and to satisfy my conscience. There we go. And this should be in, I'm gonna say 11:05. Okay. So we're on number 12, and now let's move on. Plus 5, so now we're gonna go to 17. Let's get rid of the sheet for now. You commit a despicable murder, but not for the sake of feeding. Why? Check a skill, remove a mortal character, if you like. Oh, interesting. Okay, so first of all, Father Joseph, let's delete this guy. Here's Father Joseph. 1 prompt left. Peter the Drunk, 4 prompts left. Who do we kill and why? Check a skill. Herbalism. So, the character we kill, we're not going to remove a mortal character. But, this is going to be A now. Nope. Okay. B. I have assassinated a visiting bishop. The reason? The man is a criminal of the worst kind. And I cannot allow such a vile predator to remain in this world. I poisoned him and covered my tracks well. Perhaps this will forgive some of the sins I have committed. Hi, Claudette. Your tummy hurts? This is an anti-tummy hurt game. Absolutely. It's just full of suffering. We're playing 1,000-year-old vampire. And right now, I'm hiding out in this monastery, right? Because I'm being hunted by 2 other vampires, one of which I created, and another one which I thought was my friend, but she has been convinced to hunt me. 11:20. Let's make that 11:20. Oop. So this happened in 11:20. I was born in 830. So already we're almost 300 years ahead of when I was born. Well, actually, we're 300 years ahead. I'm 300 years old. I'm trying to make up for all the sins I have committed. That was in 11:20. Okay. So let's do another roll. Hope you're gonna feel better. Okay, that's another 17. Get 1 minus 1. Aw, thank you for the head pats. We're getting so many head pats today. I don't even know what to do with all these head pads. Everyone's throwing hands. Am I winning, son? Absolutely. Let's see what this does if I get it again. You are hounded for your crime. Check a skill, lose a resource, confess your crime to any character, convert an enemy to a friend or a friend to an enemy. If you must create a character, you become lovers. I am hounded for my crime. I'm going to check a skill, and I'm going to lose a resource. So which skill are we checking? We don't have a lot of skills left, to be honest. Let's see here. We have tailoring, bartering, and hunting animals. Let's go with bartering. And we're going to age. Father Joseph has died of old age. Peter the drunk, 3 prompts left. How about we go with an immortal character? Confess your crimes to any character. Convert an enemy to a friend or a friend to an enemy. If you must create a character, you become lovers. I will find Tuva again. Fleeing my pursuers, I encounter Tuva once more. I confess to her my deeds, and she agrees to, and she decides that and we once again become allies. She hides me, and over time we become more than just friends. Nice. Steamy relationship with Tuva, the other vampire. Okay, so this will be related to this, I guess. My crime is unveiled, and my nature discovered. I have to leave hastily as the monastery seeks my destruction. Tuva hides me, and I convince her of my changed ways. We become lovers over time, but still, I fear we creatures of the night cannot remain on good terms for long. Wow. This is an A1140. Okay, that was the last last experience we can add to this memory. If we get another, we had to delete. So I have 3 memories up to C, and I have these 2 memories left. These ones I can keep building on. I have my memory with the witch Hekla, and I have my memory with Runar, my distant relative, who betrayed me. I might actually forget that, because this is over 200 years old now. Almost 200 years old. Let's roll again and see what happens. 8 minus 6, so we go up to 19. Oh, okay, there we go. 19. 2 friendly characters become embroiled in an internecine conflict. Become involved and check a skill. Create up to 2 characters if needed. How do you profit? Gain a resource. Ooh. Okay, so 2 friendly characters become embroiled in an internecine conflict. Become involved and check a skill. Create up to 2 characters if needed. How do you profit? Gain a resource. 2 friendly characters become embroiled in an internecine. What does internecine mean? Destructive to both sides of the conflict. Ooh, nice. I'm absolutely winning. I love this. Hold on, let me... Okay, so... Let's see here. Oh my gosh, thank you. Toma, thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Frogregation. I'm Kuku Kaeru. I'm a Swedish tree frog. Tree frog cyborg. And I'm a tree frog in a cyber body. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a really nice old Thursday, and that you're doing good, and that the winter maladies aren't getting to you. We're playing 1,000-year-old vampire. It's a very, very fun game. So, 2 friendly characters. I'm assuming friendly to me. Peter the Drunk, maybe, or maybe Hekla. Hekla and Gerard. Gerard hasn't been doing anything. Ow, my neck. Okay, so Gerard and Hekla are going to get into a conflict. So this will be a last memory connected to Hekla. Hekla is a witch that enslaved me for a while. Oh, stretch. Granny names like Hekla are so sweet, right? Old Granny Hekla. So Hekla... Oops, I got the star eyes again. Hold on. Gerhard and Hekla. They're both friendly, I guess. Gerhard and Hekla engage. Hekla's age-old feud is reignited, and the two become embroiled in an increasingly destructive battle. My creator's blood, ancient and much more potent than mine, is spilled, and I recover a sizable amount of it. This is 1160. Okay, that means that 1160. So Peter the Drunk. Well, no, we already did this. Okay, Peter the Drunk is alive. Him and Hekla have a long-standing rivalry, and they fight. And they're fighting. Will see no end until either one or both are dead. This is my sire, the guy who created me, Gerard. So I'm scared of him. But I have some of Gerard's blood. I will add that to resources. Blood of my sire, Gerhard. Okay. Let's roll. We're moving on from 19. 5 minus 2, 3. So we're going to 22. Create a mortal character. You have shaped them from infancy to be exactly what you want. Ooh, I'm going to lose a resource. But that is nasty. That's nasty. Okay, the covered boat, I'm going to lose that. That's a resource I really don't need anymore. How do I... Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong button. There we go. Covered boat, we're losing that. My covered boat, home, I don't think I've ever used that. I still have some things. I have quite a lot of resources. So, we're going to create a mortal. And Peter is going to get a little bit older. He's got 2 prompts left. Father Joseph is already dead, so we're going to just strike him out. Erika. Guds hjärta. Not the boat. Yeah, we're losing the boat. Sorry, third party. A child. I have raised a woman. A scholarly woman I have raised from birth. I have sent her to a nunnery where she will ascend become the matron. She knows this is what I need of her, and she will not disappoint me. Man, I just keep getting involved in Christianity. I don't know, that's just like a running theme of this character. A scholarly lady whom I have raised from birth. I have sent her to a nunnery. She's of course not she's not a noble, so that's the best I can do for her. We're gonna have to add her here somewhere. Yeah, let's get rid of this memory. Let's get rid of let's get rid of Runar. What a pointless memory to have, right? I don't want this memory anymore. Getting betrayed by my own blood? Nah. Okay. What was her name? We named her Erika. I stumble upon a family assaulted by brigands. The mother and father are dead, but their child has survived. I raise her as my own and teach her all she needs to become, to claim power as a woman of this time. She will serve me in a nunnery, and she will I don't know why I put her in a nunnery. I guess I just did that because I didn't know what to do with her. Maybe 1160 was that old fight. So I guess this is 1190. 1190. Oops. 1190. There we go. Kind of a horrible thing to do, really, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay. That was 22. Let's roll again. 3 minus 6. So we're going to go minus 3. So we're going to go to 19 again. Didn't we do 19? Oh, we did. We did. Oh, this is nice. Okay, first of all, let's change here. Peter the Drunk has 1 prompt left. Erika Gutshjarta has 4. So, no, not 2 prompts, 4 prompts left. So 2 friendly, you scheme whilst your friends make war on one another. Manipulate. Imprisoning women in a nunnery when you don't know what to do with them is very medieval decision to make. Very right. What happens on dupes? So what happens on dupes is we go down a step on this thing here. So we got 19 before, and now we are in the same event. Like you scheme while your friends make war on one another. Manipulate the conflict to destroy any character. Who are we going to destroy? Hekla, I feel, has kind of buried the hatchet with me. But she did enslave me, and I'm sort of resentful about that. Gerard is my sire. I don't really know him that much. He turned me into a vampire. He did this to me, and I do remember, I have written down, this is all I remember about my past right now. Let's go through our memories. Let's revise our memories here. So, what I do know is that I stumbled upon a family assaulted by brigands. The mother and father are dead. Yeah, never trust your vampire sire, right? Their child has survived. We know this. One night, the witch Hekla cast a spell upon Mikkel, my old mortal servant, and as he is unconscious, claims me for her own, as she desires my blood. In her service, I am forced to do many cruel things to humans she seeks to punish, and slowly the memory of my past life fades. Hekla finally tracks me down, and in a strange gesture of forgiveness offers me a thorn in exchange for a look in the book I stole from her. Fearing the power of the witch, I agree, and she leaves after a thorough read. Gerard and Hekla's age-old feud is reignited. Tuva chases the same deer as I and beats me to it. In exchange for my knife, she lets me feed, and then teaches me how to truly hunt the animal of the wilds. I am grateful to her, but she does not wish to linger. Freya doesn't want to meet me because she's worried for what might happen. I told her I'll wait for her every evening by a small bay, in case she changes her mind, with a boat ready to row off in. Freya, having survived the attack by Gerhard, manages to track me down in the church after a few days. In my hunger, I kill her, but somehow she returns as an undead, and she loathes me for it. The boat I was going to escape with, Freya with, has become my floating home. Mikkel is protecting me as I sleep during the day. I need to get rid of I have chosen to hide from my pursuers in a monastery. I know Latin still, and thankfully most men here are solitary. Okay, so I have the memories of Tuva. I have 2 memories of Tuva. I have a diary here. Possibly I can move up one of my memories to a diary. I think I'm going to do that. You know what? This is like the last memory I have of Freya being the one I love. So I'm going to move this memory to my diary. We're moving this memory to my diary, which I can lose. I'm just going to put it here. So now if I lose this diary, diary in tome stolen from the monastery. If I lose this, I will no longer remember that Freya was the woman I loved. I will only remember that she manipulated Tuva into hating me. And I turned Freya into a vampire. I love this. I don't even remember that. I just know that Freya tracked me down and tried to kill me. Very spicy, very nice. And I know that Tuva is my lover. I know that much. So, and who's going to die? I think Hekla is going to die. Hekla is going to die during this feud. Because I still resent her for manipulating me for all these years. So Hekla is dead. Hekla is dead. Okay, let's roll the dice one more time. And wait, did I write this down? I didn't. Okay. Hekla and Gerhard's feud escalates. And fearing and still resentful for what the witch took from me, I aid my sire. What do you mean no? I aid my sire and see the witch dead. She no longer has any hold on me, and my sire owes me a favor, a boon? And this would be 1195. No, 1200. There we go. We're in the 13th century now. Let's roll again. 10 minus 2, so 8, 27. We're moving forward. Wars rage throughout the region in which you reside. You withdraw into a hidden retreat, waiting for them to pass. Lose a resource. Well, I do have an old church, an old abandoned church. I'm gonna lose that one. So, this is the church I once hid in. This is where I retire. I'll lose this abandoned church, but it's barely anything else. It's just ruins. It's several hundred years old. We will destroy this. And what event, where will we put this memory? Let's put it here. Hekla's mortal allies or slaves break free from her control and wreak havoc upon the lands. War rages, and I seek solitude in the church which I once hid in. It is nothing but ruins, and eventually it can no longer protect me either. And let's call this 1220. We need to age Erika. Peter the Drunk is now dead. That's unfortunate. But Erika is still alive. So, let's, well, when did I raise her? 1190, and it's now 1220, so this is 30 years after. Let's roll again. Seven minus 2. We're going to 32. We're going to 30. You keep a prisoner. Why this particular person? Why don't you feed upon them? Create a character and a skill related to keeping them captive. Who are we imprisoning? Freya? Skill. Hunting vampires. No longer remembering that I once loved her. I capture Freya. Yet something stops my hand, and I keep her as my prisoner, unable to end her miserable existence. Well, we're gonna have to age Erika a little bit more, putting a target on my back. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not doing that. Why would I? I would never do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Is this related to this? Yeah, it is, because she came to the same church that I was. Freya hides in the same church as I, and I capture her. All I know is that she hates me. And she refuses to elaborate. I cannot find it within myself to end her miserable existence, so I keep her imprisoned. Some part of me is joyful at this, and I know not why. 12:30. Here we go. 12:30. One more roll. 4 minus 6, so 30. What social mores have you forgotten? Lose a checked skill. Ooh, I'm losing a checked skill. Okay. Well, Erika only has one prompt left. Well, she's not dead yet. She did not die of old age. Checked skills: Latin literacy, bartering, bloodthirsty, Christian symbolism, humans are cattle, herbalism. Let's say I forget my bartering. That's been a long time. Let's just get rid of this skill. Wait, how does this work? Yeah, I lose bartering. How would I lose it, though? What if I forget about this? Yeah, let's do. No, I write this down in my diary. And make a new memory. So I'm actually kind of forgetting about Erika. So I'm just saving this. That's pretty cool, actually. I just forget about that if I lose this memory. I do not understand the way people speak and trade anymore. Creatures and items hold little value for me, and I avoid mortal affairs. I don't know if there's a lot of events that can make me lose my diary, to be honest. I would imagine there's like some of them. I haven't actually played this before, so I'm very I'm very like going in blind in this. So 12:30 is where we kept her. So let's say 12:50. Is she dead now? Did I actually no? Yeah, she's dead now, right? Did I age her now or no? She's dead now. She died of old age. Wow, that's sad. Let's hup and hup. There we go. And yeah, this is pretty common, like a simple event. I forgot how to do that, so let's move on. 10 minus 5, so 35. You encountered the descendant of an old foe and helped them in some way. Why did you do this? Check a skill, create a mortal character. Huh. Huh, interesting. I'm getting very hungry, by the way. I haven't eaten since breakfast. Like an old foe. An old foe. A descendant of an old foe. I guess, a descendant of Torolf. Let's call him Torolf too. The descendant of my former employer. And my... Do I have any memories of this guy, though? Very on brand for Scandinavian myths, yeah, definitely. I don't have any memories of Torolf. Okay. That's good, though. That's good. They said I'm a former employer, and I do not remember him, but I remember... Wait, let me see. What is written here? I do not remember... I don't remember why I despised him, but I remember he did not deserve what happened to him. I aid the young man with money in troubled times and see him pursue the work of a merchant. Interesting. So I helped this other young man named Torolf become a merchant. And where are we putting this memory? Oh, yeah, they can kind of work with this. I meet a young man by the name of Torolf. I realize I once knew his ancestor. Torolf seeks to become a merchant. Strange twist of fate, and I aid him. It feels good, like I have, what is the word when you redeemed yourself? Like I have repented. No, not repented. I have righted an old wrong. This would be 1255, I guess. Nice. Found redemption. Maybe. Yeah, but that's a little strong, I think. Okay, let's keep going. Seven minus 2, 5, 40. How do you conceal yourself while you sleep? What steps have you taken for protection? Check a skill and create a resource. A mortal servant character. Oh, create a mortal servant character if you like. Okay. Check a skill. I barely have any skills left. Hunting animals. Let's check that one. And create a resource. The family home of Torolf. Stationary. And I want to create a mortal servant. Mortal servant. Torv's wife. Torolf travels with his work, and thus I remain in his home. It does not take long before I subvert the will of his family, and they serve me. They protect me as I sleep, and I hunt animals for myself and them. Perhaps I will not kill them. We shall see. Living for centuries and still not skilled enough. Yeah, I'm just losing all my skills. Okay. Torov is on 4 prompts, and Torov's wife, I should just say, I should just call her Margareta. Okay. And this memory should be connected to this one. As Torolf begins to travel, I relocate to his home. His family now serves me and protect me as I sleep. Freya is still my prisoner, buried in the earth's cellar. Cellar? As I think of what to do with my old enemy. This is so twisted because I'm the one who turned her into a vampire. And I forgot. I don't remember. I just know that she hates me. This is so bad. Okay. It's almost the 1300s. Once we get to the 1300s, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream because I gotta get something to eat. 4 minus 6. So we're gonna go to 38. Your whole being becomes centered in your senses and your hungers. Create a skill that demonstrates your feral vampire nature and lose an existing memory. Yeah, that's right. Like, we don't know if she remembers. That's the thing. I really like that. Okay, so we're gonna lose a memory and create a skill. Creating a skill. Demonstrates your feral vampiric nature. Humans are tools. And we're going to lose an existing memory. You know, we're going to lose this memory. Oh no, that would mean I wouldn't remember being lovers with Tuva anymore. Oh my god, which memory should I lose? I'm going to forget about Hekla. I'm going to forget about the witch. I mean, she's dead. Who cares, right? Oh my god. But Gerard is still around. Oh my god, this is really cool. Okay, let's see here. I'm very invested in this story. I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to try to rewrite it until next time we play this. So we get like a nice summary of all the horrible stuff that's happened. Sorry, this might be like unnecessary, but I don't like having the lines poking out like this. Okay, we don't remember this anymore. And we're going to create a new memory here. Mortals live and mortals die. Oh, thank you for the water, third party. Thank you. Slurp, slurp, slurp. The dilemmas, right? Yeah, I have to remove the whole thing. Because a memory is like the whole thing. Mortals live and mortals die. Torolf's family is mine to rule as I wish. How much is some water and head pass? Aw, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. As his wealth grows, so does mine. And finally, I am free to pursue my own agenda and not just flee. This should be in 1290, I think. And let's age. You don't leave me dehydrated. That's really nice of you. Let's age Torolf one more. And Margareta one more. There we go. Wait, no. She should... No, she should have one more prompt, right? Okay, let's roll again. 4 minus 1, 3. So we're going to 41. Your body is distant from human concerns. Lose a memory slot. Erase your oldest extant name. We're gonna lose a slot? What does that mean? My oldest name is gone. I don't have a name anymore. Nameless. Should we get a new name? I only have 4 members left. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's horrible. How about we call ourselves... Ansgar. Yeah, we're taking that name. What memory are we going to get rid of? Which slot are we going to get rid of? Yeah, let's just get rid of this entire memory slot. Oh my god. Yeah, this is... We can't use this anymore. Oh my goodness. That's scary. I could technically write it down, I guess. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to write it down in my diary. What could possibly go wrong, right? I'm going to write this down before I lose the slot. This is my last memory that I can write down. Oh my god. Yeah. This is so scary. Okay. Forget why you even hate the woman you have captive. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Forget why you even hate. Yeah, I do. I don't even know it. I don't even know why she hates me. I've written that now in a diary that she tracked me down. Oh no, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I should move this. I'm gonna move this. You're right. Let's forget why she hates me. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the memory of Tuva. Let's see here. I have chosen to hide when my pursues a monster in Latin still. Okay, we can still use this one. Whoop. And we can no longer use this one. There we go. Good suggestion. Let's get used to screams from the basement, you know? Yeah, right? Okay, 38. Let's move on. Seven minus 2, 5, 43. Wait, we need to add this as a memory, right? Okay, so... Whoa, what just happened? Hold on. Was this one, or was it another one? Yeah, no, there was this one. Okay, so 43. Wait, did we get 43? Let's see here. You have an archaic way in spite of your focus on blending in. Create a resource that has, based on a checked skill that reflects this. Ooh, okay, we get a resource. Nice. On a checked skill. Christian symbolism. Latin literacy. Latin is checked. So how about a library of handwritten tomes? I have plenty of those, right? I have a lot of checked skills. And we'll add this to this one. And I think, let's see, Torolf has 2 prompts left, and Margareta has 3 prompts left. So. With little else to do. I recreate to the best of my memories all the books I've read and the stories I have been told. Over the years, it has become an extensive library. It's worth incalculable. 1305. There we go. Oop. Okay. Let's roll one more. 5 minus 6, 42. What piece of contemporary technology can you not interact with due to your vampiric nature? How did your first encounter with this technology almost get you destroyed? Check a skill. Not sure. Let's write down we ended on 42. My cat is screaming at me. Ended at 42, and I need to get some food. So let's see, ended at 42, and we're gonna find someone to raid. Who's streaming right now? Let's see here. Quite a lot of people seem to be streaming. Let's see. Well, not quite a lot, actually. Not that many. Any suggestions on who I should be raiding? Anyone you're watching? Anyone else who's doing this kind of stuff? Merly. Yeah, Merly. I could raid Merly. I'm gonna raid Merly. He's raided me. Merly Azoth is playing Deep Rock Galactica. Don't worry. Yeah, Merly is good. Merly is a nice wizard. He's a good boy. And might be a little bit louder. He's playing Deep Rock Galactic. He's doing a collab right now. Okay. It's gonna be a collab. I hope everyone's gonna check him out. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. Had a really fun stream. And thank you again, Drop, for the raid. I really appreciate it. And let's see here. We're going to have a little raid message. It's going, thank you. I had a really fun time. This was a very comfy stream. Have a good night. You guys have a good night too. And I'll probably be streaming Saturday morning. Quiero. I would love to keep playing this though. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to write up a good summary of the story when I can. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. I usually stream 3 to 4 times a week. I like to play some retro games. I like to play RPGs. Resident Evil is a good genre I enjoy. And this was a nice foray. I like to read books. I do some crafting too. Do esoteric stuff, all kinds of things. Quiero. Thank you again, everyone. Say hello to Merly from me. And the raid message is going to be 1,000-year-old Cucklord. Raid. There we go. Maybe not Cucklord. I don't know. Frog. Okay, maybe not a Cucklord. Maybe 1,000-year-old Edgelord raid. Kuku. There we go. 1,000-year-old Edgelord raid. Okay, thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Bye.